Hello BB Gang says, this is Calvin, also known as Wormer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Genshin Impact. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be doing today. I know that there is a lot I kind of want to look at here in Fontaine, as we usually do, like with any time we go to a new region. You know, we've only been here, I think at this point, we've not even been here like 6 hours. Oh no, wait, I think we have at this stage, right? Yes, now we have. We've been here almost 8 hours in Fontaine, and most of that was the actual trial. Look at that. Great hair. Great color. So what we want to do is, first thing I want to do is I want to go down here though. And there appears to be some kind of boss down here, but I believe this boss is used for one of the characters that we want to level up. So I want to go down here and see what this boss is. As always, I like to see the bosses with you guys first, before we do absolutely anything. Look how beautiful this place is though. And the music. So that is the boss. Okay, we fell off. Wait. It's like a dancer? Wait, what? But it doesn't look like a boss. It's just too, maybe it's not a boss at all. This is just beautiful. Maybe? I don't know. This is such a beautiful like thing. I don't know. I didn't expect to see this. Maybe the boss is like underwater, possibly? There are these chairs here as well. I wonder who sits here. Ketching sits here. That's who sits here. Maybe we could talk to the guy over here at the camera, see what this is all about. Maybe able to tell us something about this. Yeah, like I love looking up in this game and seeing all the different things in the distance. It sure is a gorgeous, gorgeous time to be a Genshin fan going to Fontaine. So what is this? Sir, ma'am, I wish you good morning, afternoon, and evening. My name is Maillardet, a researcher with the Fontaine Research Institute. I believe you two, the two of you here are to witness the Icewind Suite. According to Mr. Boussait's original plan, Coplius and Copella are clockwork mecha dedicated to the art of dance. That is so beautiful. But after I took over the project, I also added in some of my own understanding of pneumonia. So, the music is so good. So you can see not only they're good at dancing, but they're also highly capable fighters. However, I believe that there's still much room for improvement. We require large amounts of experimental data to further increase their combat prowess. I might have gotten too passionate during the development phase, and from that came two different combat modes. Coplius and Copella, based on the difference between Numa and Oisa. They are Dirge of Copella and Nemesis of Coplius. That is to say, we'll need 2 times the research data. As long as we can iterate them on smoothly, the joy of success will be doubled. And the coming joy now rests upon your shoulders, brave warrior. Next up with a fantastical performance to be delivered by the clockwork mecha Coppelia and Coplius, brought to you by the Maillardet. Before you begin the challenge, you must speak with Maillardet and select the play you're challenging. Dirge of Coppelia, a play with the Osea charged clockwork mecha Coppelia as the protagonist. Alternatively, in Nemesis of Coppelia, the charge emitted by the protagonist Coppelia is Numa. The eventual... I love this song so much. The eventual resources claimed from the Leyline Blossom after completing the challenge will also differ based on what you select. Would you be willing to join the machines and dance? Yes. But let me do this later. The dance floor is always open to you. This is such a cool concept. Are you kidding me? Dancing enemies? I believe we have... I think it's for Fremine. I was looking at it. I could be wrong though. Wait, why does it keep going to that? I don't... I think you have to hold it down a bit. I think you have to hold it down. Where is Fremine? Fremine needs this. So it's the artifact spare clogger. So we need drop by the Icewind Suite. So it's belonging to Coppelius. So it's the... We'll see anyway, we'll see. And I believe with the other characters we're trying to level up as well, because there's a lot of Fontaine characters I want to level. A lot of Fontaine characters. Clorind? I'm not sure what the boss battle is going to be for Clorind. But it seems to be in another... it's just above here. That's actually earlier than I thought it would be. Linny. Oh, easy. We could easily level up Linny right now. Right? What about these flowers? Oh my god. Easy level up Linny. Oh my god, Linny could be used by next week. Now we still have to I'm still leveling up Kave and Shangling, so there's that. So obviously we're gonna get them leveled up first. How are you, official? Who else needs to be leveled here? A lot of characters, yeah. Cheverus, same with that. Where's Lynette? Again, it's always like, you know, there's just little faces you're looking at here, so I'm always just like trying to look at like as they come by. You're Fontaine as well, aren't you? Oh, same. Perfect. Garmin's gonna make a return so soon. So fun. Garmin, oh my god, Garmin would be so easy to level up. Are you kidding me? You tell him, Garmin. Oh my god, we could have Garmin on the team as well. So soon. So soon. Where's it? We probably just brushed by Lynette by accident, didn't we? Here she is. Oh, and the opposite. Okay, so either way, no matter what we're fighting here, we're leveling up our characters like that. Okay, I'll try it out. Now, I'm not sure if this team is going to be perfect for that, but we'll try our best. Oh, they're doing the same thing again. I'm excited for this. This is going to be so cool. Are you kidding me? Yeah, so it doesn't really matter too much, but let's try both. Let's try both. Let's try the Dirge. How does this look? How is this gonna... Oh my god! No way! Are you joking? That is so sick. Hit me. I want to see what you do. Oh my god. That is so sick. I am in love. Oh my freaking god. There's a bit of Dendro for you guys. Did you get Dendrofied?
Go, Barbara, go.
That is so freaking sick. Are you kidding me? And the music? Are you kidding me? This isn't the best team to fight against bosses, but still, we'll stay the course. We should have applied Dendro before we did that, of course. This is so beautiful. Look at them! And the way they integrate the dance moves into the battle as well. And we'll give Oz a chance as well. This is definitely not my boss fighting team, as you can tell. You can probably tell this is not my boss fighting team. I feel like we would have destroyed them by... Maybe not destroyed them, but like, I wouldn't want to destroy them so quickly. I want to see all these different moves. Different slashes here as well. Me just shouting up, this is gorgeous, man. This is gorgeous. Hey, you should fight them though. Yeah, but I just want to say that this is gorgeous. Go, Barbara, go.
We can do it. Let the show begin. Nowhere to hide.
You see what I mean? We're not doing great damage at all. The music's so perfect for this. And the way they're holding hands as they dance around the place as well. And obviously these characters aren't the most powerful in the world. Obviously there's still some work to be done with these characters.
Incoming.
But still, I still think we're doing okay.
Cut to the chase.
And I'm not used to this team either as well.
Midnight
Phantasmagoria. Maybe I should ask, because it seems like Dendro is being applied to me. You can see like the leaves and stuff.
No rest for the wicked.
But like, I wonder, is it like harder to apply to like a robot? This is so cool, and the way they have choreography and everything.
Speed of light. Hey, got lucky that time.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, so my guy I saw the health low, and then I was like, okay, we gotta do something, but it was too late. Yeah, this music is glorious. Fontaine just seems like it's like a perfect place, really, a place that I like. Of course. Oh no, that was my bad. I should have fed or something, but we actually don't have a lot of food. I said I was gonna cook, but I completely forgot. This would be a Calvin plate without it. But look, it's fine. It's fine. We'll be okay. Just like we rehearsed as we're fighting these guys is fantastic. Yeah, no, this is a bad fight. This is a bad fight for me. But there's nothing we can really do about that now. I should have made more food. I should have done all that. Oh, sorry. There we go. Because now we have Barbara and Clay, which Clay's not going to be too bad at this, you know? Like with Fishla would have been fine, right? Well, we can still do a bloom. You know what I mean? The music's so fantastic. Yeah, I'm definitely not used to this team. At all.
Pretty bad.
Which is unfortunate. Let's eat up as soon as possible whatever we can. Because I need to make more food, I definitely do. We can just feed a bunch of apples. Yeah, I need to make more food. I didn't come prepared. Honestly, I didn't. And that's the way to look at it. That's the way to look at it. There's no other way to look at it.
Let the show begin.
I can't get over this news as well. Yeah. Okay, no. Let's what we'll do is we'll warp to a healing point, and then we'll come back and fight this properly with a different team. I just think I know this team can work. I just need to get way better with it. I really love this boss. I really think it's fantastic. It's like the most excited I've been about like a well, so far actually the crab boss is really cool too, but I think this is just on a different level to any boss we've seen in the game so far in terms of the extra bosses that you fight to get like the materials for leveling up your character. I think it's just on a different level. We're gonna try Dirge. We're gonna fight both of them anyway. Really.
Ears of the storm.
I came out of the roll too fast, but look, already did some damage. That's good.
Let's light it up.
Yeah, it seems that they're not affected physically by the actual things that happen here, but they are like affected. Like they can be hurt by it.
Everybody stand back.
You know what I mean? So that is something.
Truth repeats its course.
And I think just because they're using animo moves, and they're also using... The music is so freaking perfect. They're using animo moves, and they're also using...
Teamwork is dreamwork. Shoot, I can't afford any more bandages.
Ice? Yeah, the healing's there. The best option was definitely someone like Sai. Did Sai would get slapped around the place. It's okay. It's okay. Really, like, I think another thing that I'm doing wrong here for sure is that this isn't like any other boss battle we fought. This is not a stay close all the freaking time type of boss battle. Yes, it's good to stay close with some of our moves here, like with Sayu, but we also need to make sure we're like that. See, like that there, like that's like to prevent us from getting in close. Oh my god, from behind, we have to watch him as well. We do. We have to watch both of them. That's just it. It's like a, we can't just focus on the one in the middle. I feel like that's probably a mistake we're making, is focusing on the one in the middle.
Adventure time.
This is so freaking cool. It's so cool. Whenever they move, yeah, like this. I'm gonna try and maybe get a wider vantage point on them.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Adventure time. Odds revealed by
Little overloads though. Because we can defeat them, no problem, right? It's just, I guess, it's a different thing. It feels like it's a different strategy. It's no longer like, you know, just brute force every single. Well, we could probably with some other character maybe. Like we have some pretty OP builds, but like they're like as well. You have to watch both sides when they move around the place. Which is there like, and you guys would know this better than I do because you probably remember more, or you fought more bosses because there's probably still bosses I haven't fought. Is there a boss? Oh god!
Just watch me.
Watch out! No. Okay. Everything's okay. Oz, get them.
Have fun with this gift.
Not yet. And when we're closing it, wait, where are you going? Don't try it. And the way he like bows down before he does it as well, so cool. Yeah, and and it's actually very cool. It's actually a very cool design boss battle. It prevents you from getting in close at times. What? So it forces you to like focus on a different enemy that like you wouldn't focus on originally. Like it focuses you to go around and maybe have a more of an expansive view of the battle. Very cool. Very cool battle. Awesome. Incredible. And we got the stuff for... Yeah, awesome. Absolutely awesome. And then can we try the other boss as well, or do we have to wait a bit? Poor Sayo. I'm so sorry, Sayo.
More data samples, the better.
Let's try another party as well. Let's try like, I mean... Clay was on here because we were farming for Kave and Nahida. Who's usually on this team would also cute? It's usually like... Fischl, right? Yeah. Isn't it? It's Fischl or Xing Shou. Yeah. So we can pick Fischl.
Behold, the Prinzessin der Virgil.
Yeah. Let's try do the other one. Bolster, the data sample collection and repair of your clockwork machines will take some time, so please wait in the meantime. Okay, so we have to like travel away then come back. I'm so okay with that. So let's travel to the as far as we can. Go back here. And then we'll try this out. And then we will go back here and see if we can just do this fight again. And this time do the other one. This is amazing. Like that's to me that is the best like side boss in the game in terms of leveling up your character. Obviously there's different like, you know, weekly bosses you can go back and fight. I know some people wouldn't call it a boss. I think that's happened before in my playthrough. I call them mini bosses. I think everyone has like a different interpretation of it, but I think that's what they are like, you know, they're just enemies. Did it reload? Because I think they took the reload time off the bosses as well, right? Because I noticed that. It was actually such a great update that you can just keep going back continuously. Let's try it out. Yes, I am, and I want to take on Nemesis this time. What is Nemesis like? It's gonna be a different dance? Oh wow, the music's definitely different. Or is it? The start was definitely different. Oh, but yeah, no, look at this, look at this. I want to see the different dance moves between the two. It's actually so graceful. I think the start was very different. But I could be misremembering. Look at the way they like move together, it's so cool. And he like throws her.
Shadow Raven, let night fall. Let's light it up. Okay,
wait. Oh, yeah, using her again. Oh, where you gone? 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 Now she's okay. A very similar thing before, but now she's almost like a freaking ballerina, like as well, coming in and stopping us.
One with nature.
Man, and we have to watch her. We have to watch her. She get away from me. On her fan, very fancy.
Ears of the storm.
Very fancy stuff.
By royal decree.
Into the wind. Time to cause one with wind and cloud.
Use the iframes there.
Off we go.
I saw Benny's light flash before his eyes there.
One with nature.
Okay, this is a very different fight. It feels a lot more frantic. It feels a lot more like you have to like watch your step at every moment. I'm kind of glad it isn't just like, because usually like if you use Kazuha for a fight of any kind, there is a lot of like brute force, right? And it's not this case at all. It's kind of nice. And it's a side B like a freaking song itself, like, you know.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Truth repeats its course.
The wind knows me.
Great damage in there as well, right?
The birds come.
Get that into the mixer. Look how cool that looks.
Into the wind.
Oh lord.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
By royal decree. Insubordination.
Insubordination.
One with nature.
Yeah, no, it's way faster, I feel like, in terms of when they separate. They separate a lot more.
Gears of the storm.
Music, man. Should we attack you whenever that happens? No, look at this. Very aggressive when we come over here. And they make sure that they have that move as well. I'm in love. I'm absolutely in love.
Into the wind.
Shadow Raven, let night fall. I'm going in.
As one with wind and cloud.
Like very, very cool fights back to back here. Obviously, we're not done yet.
Have fun with this gift.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves adorn my night.
Then let's
I think this is so inventive. And like, what a way to like work with your themes with your boss as well. And in fairness, like I feel like that happens like a lot of times with like Sumero did that very well as well. Oh my god, laying on her. So cool, so freaking cool. I'm so impressed by that. I'm so impressed by both those fights. Like, didn't need to be that cool. The magic of it, again, like the pageantry of this whole place is so freaking gorgeous. It did not need to go that freaking hard at all. Holy hell. That was a beautiful, beautiful thing to behold. Absolutely freaking gorgeous. So happy I did that. Do we probably already got, no, we got half our commissions. Do you have enough for a wish of, not yet. Close though. Oh, we can buy 5 wishes. Okay. We can buy 5 wishes for, that's party setup. What am I doing? I just instinctively go to them. Help, please. Please help me. Get that and get these as well. As usual. And then let's do 5 wishes on Hu Tao. Hopefully getting it. We know the next 5-star we're going to get is a guaranteed Hu Tao. If we can get a 5-star. But I think we can. It's like with the amount of gems that you get in this game. And then we will get going forward just from daily stuff. And of course Malcolm gave a welcome as well a while back. You know, I've no qualms knowing that like we will get this. Wait. Oh, it's 4. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. This is a character people have been telling me to use constantly. Like this is, I would say the 2 most suggested characters in this game that people say to me use is Kuki and Shangling, for sure. Let's try this now again. Just a regular star. But I mean, I'll take a Kuki. You know what I mean? Oh, but Kuki's on the banner as well, of course. But yeah, you know, it's great to have a constellation for a Kuki. Another 4-star. Again, I'll take a Sing Show constellation as well. Okay, a weapon. We got what we got, and we also have 5 of these, so we might as well use these too. Who knows what we're gonna get from this stuff anyway? Like this is always up in the air for me. It's like, you know, whatever like happens with this stuff, you know? Is that all of them? There's one more, okay. It's a 4-star. We'll take a 4-star. Okay, yeah, the bell. It's a cool looking weapon. We also got enough for 1 more wish as well. I know like this is like always how I do, but like I think it's gonna be, you know, that pity's gonna build up, and that's what we want. Always. Imagine I bought one of the blue ones. Calvin, buy the blue ones. Okay, I will. I'll buy the blue ones. Fair enough. And by the way, I'm also going to read the boss battle now. I know people can be like, you're reading it after you fought the boss. The reason like I like to read it afterwards is because like the way I love fighting bosses, I love figuring out on the job. Does that make sense? And that's the way I like doing it. Not everyone's going to like doing it, but I'm doing it the way I like doing it. And that's just that. So this is Icewind Nemesis Aquabus. Next up is a fantastic performance to be delivered by the Clockwork Mecha Coppelius. At the climax of the performance, Coppelius will halt at the center of the dance floor and expose his artifice clock component and charge with Numa, thereby drastically increasing the efficiency of its exertions, granting him a ward, generating 3 retributive frost hearts. During the phase, using Oisa imbued attacks will effectively break his ward and overload him, thus progressing his performance. Okay. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so there's ways to like progress the performance and change different attacks. Clockwork Mecha Copelia. At the climax of the performance, Copelia will halt at the center of the dance floor and expose her artifice clockwork component charge with her Usia, thereby drastically increasing the efficiency of her exertions. So what we have to do there is what I said. I thought maybe I was half wrong. By the way, I'm not saying I was right. We have to attack the ones that go off from the center, but with Oisa or Numa attacks, and they were sending. It was their individual things they're doing. So this is the other enemy we fought as well. An armored crab lord that has survived countless eons and surpassed almost all Fontaine aberrants. The twin molten horns located high upon the body are pyro-aligned organs and can unleash more vicious pyro-elemental attacks and grant even stronger defensive capabilities. When the armored crab lord unleashes an attack, its twin molten horns are closer to the ground. This provides a great opportunity for to use elemental reactions to remove pyro element within. And there's this little guy as well. Oh wait, no way. I thought that was enough for a second. Actually, yeah, that's while we're here, let's just get this. Let's just do the one wish so we can not focus on it, you know, for the rest of the episode. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Let's just get out of the way. Okay, so we did that. Very cool boss battles there. Very, very happy with what we got to see there. Okay, so next thing I want to do is I want to go over back to this Court of Fontaine, which is a crazy map. An absolutely crazy map. And I think I want to go up here first of all. Now, this area here is actually where we entered, I think. No? No, maybe it's not. Maybe it's this way? Because I want to obviously get to... This is where we entered from. Whoa! Okay. This is where we entered from. Whoa! Okay. This is where... I'm an NPC, repeating all my lines. Yeah, I get it now. I get it now. I was kind of confused on where the actual location of the Aquabus was. You know what's going to happen? I said, so you can call the lift. The music's so good here as well. I'm in love with this place. I really am. The lift takes a while, by the way. The lift out of the docks definitely took a while as well. It definitely did. There we go. So, Navia line, station main hall. So we want to probably take all of them, right? We definitely want to take all of them. So if we go to... is that where we are now? No, we're not here now. We're on the 4th floor, I guess. So this is the Aquabus for here. Hello, how are you?
How do you do?
When does the...
Immediately.
Okay. So cool, man. The music is glorious.
I am Elfin.
Yes?
The boat will be departing imminently. Please do not stick your head, hands, or other body parts outside the
I'll try
boat.
not to.
The Aquabus operator is not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from doing so.
Oh my god, I would not blame you.
Also, please remember to buy the Steambird, though I don't read it.
Oh, you have to advertise it? Yeah, it's a great view. A lot of
The
like...
destination of the current tour is Arenias.
Yeah?
Points of interest worth visiting include the Fountain of Lucine and the Opera Epiclese.
Whereabouts are we heading? Oh, we're here. We're going on this area here.
If you look to the left in the direction we are currently traveling, you will see the famous Fontaine Research Institute up in the sky. An experiment gone wrong turned new sightseeing opportunity.
Wait, this left?
Human ingenuity truly is
Oh.
a wondrous thing.
So beautiful seeing this in the distance too. A lot of Fontaine so far has been like, hey, look at this view, and I'm so for it. Like, look at that broken bridge. I need to get to that broken bridge. Are you kidding me? This is a beautiful, beautiful ride. We could sit down, but I feel like I like to get a little bit of
We are
viewpoint.
now approaching our final destination, Please be sure to bring all your personal belongings with you as you disembark.
No problem. This was
Even though I will take any forgotten items to the lost and found, the paperwork is rather annoying.
You're fantastic.
As Melusine hands
You're
are not
fantastic.
suitable for grasping pens.
she is fantastic.
Please be careful when disembarking. It has been my honor to be your tour guide this trip.
Thank you. Awesome. So that's like legitimately, I guess, how you're supposed to kind of go there. Obviously, I was a bit confused on how everything worked and how the locations worked. But it was still very, very cool that that's what we did. So this is how you would have gone to Maricot Station and come down this way. There's also like doing this trip again, which we could definitely do. Just go from the Roman Town Harbor all the way around here to check out the areas again. And there's another one this way? But is that broken off? Do you think? Yeah, but I love the idea of the stations. I love the idea of going around the place and seeing all these different places from the stations. I love that it actually gives like Fontaine, like I always talk about grounding, but it gives it its own feel to it, right? The fact that you can take these little boat trips, these little tram stations around the whole area. It's like germane to Fontaine. It really is. It's so pretty. Like look at all that stuff in the distance as well. It's so cool. There's also a world quest there, which we also started in our world quest last time as well, so. Very cool. There's an Orichalcos up here. Let's get it. With some flowers as well. I've talked about it already several times with people, and I've said it like in the videos as well. I'm fully convinced that if you ask me now, can you look down here in the area too? Like they're just giving you viewpoints. They know. Genshin knows. They were in the freaking office and they were like, guys, we popped off with this. These locations are like a game in itself. Like you could sell these locations themselves as a game. We need to just give as much like viewpoints as possible. And people are going to feel so refreshed as they go there. And then we also have like, there's like different things here. Like there's that there. Do they want me to jump off halfway or something? Or is that underwater? Holy hell. Wait, is that up or down? Okay. Very, very cool stuff. There's a boss there too that we're going to fight later. Yeah, I cannot wait. We can level up characters so easily. I'll be honest with you guys. I haven't been able to level up characters that much because, you know, I've been trying to like, you know, because I was under the weather a bit, and I've been trying to like conserve energy, because the last thing I would ever want is to like, play Genshin and feel under the weather. You know what I mean? That'd be the last thing. So like, I like to make sure like all my energy is like for these videos for you guys. I've been having a blast with them. Hello. There we go. I love this. It's so cool. And don't worry about me, by the way. I am, right now as I'm recording this, I am doing so good.
This journey will be returning to the court of Fontaine.
I love her.
I am Elfan,
I love
your
you.
tour guide
You're
for
amazing.
this trip. But I hope you won't mind if my commentary fails to do justice to the majestic views.
No,
before
it's
your
fine.
eyes.
The views are pretty, but I like having like a very
Anyway, the destination of this
sassy
tour is the
tour guide.
capital city of this nation, the court of Fontaine. Even the critic who once compared the city to a cage of stone and steel could not deny
Oh,
its
really?
aesthetic appeal.
A cage of stone and steel. That's so expansive, the water on there. We're going to be exploring that in this episode as well, as much as we can.
To the right of the Aquabus, suspended in midair, is Fontaine's renowned research institute.
Wait, that?
I hear the employees there do crazy overtime regardless of rank or distinction. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with the incident.
The incident? This is such a nice time. Are you kidding me? Elfine, you're really good at this, by the way. This is your calling. You're very good at this. But you know what's so cool about this? How... Again, I use the word grounding all the time.
Excellent. We've reached the terminal
Because
station.
Elfan
Please prepare to disembark.
is one of the most realistic characters I've ever met in a
I
game.
don't mean to hurry you, but there are just so many attractions in the court of Fontaine worth visiting. I recommend that you begin sightseeing as soon as possible.
Heck yeah.
so you encounter as many of these treasures as you can.
But you get what I'm
As
saying
for
here?
me, I might use this opportunity for a rest. Maybe I'll go to our ways for a cup of coffee. Even tour guides need a
Oh heck yeah,
pick-me-up
you take a
now and
break.
then.
You take a break. There's an elevator there as well. No, like, legitimately, like, Elfan is one of the most realistic characters ever. A person who just is just, like, not that fond of their job, but, like, is good at it. And, like, is kind of like, okay, this over here is this. You know, they've said it a million times. They know it's this, but they know how beautiful the place is. So, so cool. So this is another area too. Where are we now on the map? But it looks like this line is broken, or maybe, oh, maybe it takes you around the city. I wonder if that's what they're getting at. Oh, oh no, maybe this is just like a dock.
Hey, Grandma, she took our boat. Well, you know what they say in Fontaine, finders keepers, losers sweepers. She looks very fancy, she can take the boat. Oh, I saved up all year for that boat. You did not. Okay? I did, I worked 2 jobs.
Well, she worked 3 jobs. Serving, not being Amy, and serving. Okay, let's see what else we can find here. Well, there's a boat over here. I wonder if that's anything to do with it. Let's see if we can get over here. But see, it seems like it is just a dock. It seems like it's a parking space for all the boats. It's a parking space for all these boats. Look at that bird. They look like Pokemon. What the hell? Let me see down below as well. So cool. Yeah, I'll make that clear, by the way. I am doing so good. I'm doing so well. So hope no one sees that as a, like, you know, because here's the thing, there's one rule of entertainment, and I break it sometimes, and the rule of entertainment is usually like, you don't tell anyone when you're feeling under the weather, right? You know? But I feel like I always do when it passes by. It's the same thing, like, whenever, like, in videos, whenever, like, my birthday passes by, then I say it was my birthday. So then, like, it's like, okay, you know, you know, it's already passed. People are like, why didn't you say anything? And I'm like, well, you know, it's already passed. Let's just focus on having fun with this part, you know? And it's much better to say I'm feeling better than it is I'm feeling bad. And that's the way I always like to have it. So beautiful. So, so pretty. Let's go to Station Main Hall. I like that they have a little docking station for this area too. They got a little docking station for me. And what's down here? Oh, it's just like a proper like entrance area. And information? Aquabus information? Sylvie?
Hello there, do tell, what can I do for you?
Tell me about the Court of Fontaine.
It's your first time here? If it is, let me recommend you some hotspots for you. If you're interested in the news and want to know more about Fontaine, I recommend you head in the direction of the Steambird. If you wish to purchase a copy of the Steambird along the way, and you're lucky, you might even stumble upon a scene of conducting an interview. If you're interested in the latest fashions, you can check out the Demoville Purveyor in the Quarter Narbonne. Perfume and clothing stores that push the times and tides here in Fontaine can be found there too. Many tourists fresh off the boat make Narbonne their first stop, in fact.
Okay. It's cool having like little information about this too.
3? No, wait. Looks like 4.
3, 4 what?
The morning crowds are larger than the afternoon one.
Duel? Oh, what sort of crowd?
They sort of wear hats. Different human exhibits different behaviors. Some wear hats and others don't. Same for drinking coffee and being in a hurry.
Okay.
I love categorizing and summarizing various patterns they follow. For example, more people wear hats in the morning than in the afternoon. Do you know why that is? From my research, you see that people are properly dressed when they head out in the morning, probably for work maybe. But in the afternoon and after a day at work, they stop sweating the small details. They loosen up their ties, take off their hats, and run out into the platforms happily.
You're very meticulous.
Thank you. It seems to be a quality. I possess. Forget to introduce myself. I'm Navia from the Maillardet Phantom. I'm on vacation right now, but I can go back into work mode at any time if some emergency calls for it.
Honestly, like, I think that's such a harmless way of people watching, right? As long as you're not judging people. And the way I look at it is like, it's just like, hey, some people act a certain way in the morning, some people act a certain way at night, and that's just a fact, right? That is just a fact. So this is where we entered, right? This is where we started in Fontaine, because we walked through here with a cutscene. That was my confusion, I suppose. Now, so the Navia line, well, actually, what we might do is we might redo the traveling from here and call the Aquabus from where we started, in the harbor. Tell me what you guys think of an episode like this. Obviously, this is not something we do all the time. The reason I like doing this now is because, you know, just like in any place, you know, we're coming here for the first time. It's always interesting to see exactly how we are gonna, you know, progress through this game and see the world. And there's so much to explore. And also, I think sometimes, you know, people always say like they love the exploration stuff as well, and I do too.
Hello, dear passenger. Anything I can do for you?
When does Aquabus head out? Here we go. So we headed over here in the daytime last time, so it might be nice that you head there during the night. Look at that little island down there as well.
Welcome to the Clementine Line.
Oh my god!
This boat tour will take you to the magnificent court of Fontaine, the most important city in our nation. I'm Ava.
Hello.
I'll be your tour guide for this trip. Even though I'm not as reliable as Elfan from the Navia line, I'll still do my
Interesting.
very
No, you do
best.
fantastic.
And if you're dissatisfied with anything, feel free to let me know.
No, you're doing
right away.
amazing. Do not worry about it whatsoever. It's so much difficult to do this type of stuff.
Wait a sec. Please contact a staff member with your feedback after reaching the station.
No, you're
and we
fantastic.
will address your concerns as soon as
If I
possible.
can give you 5 stars, I will. I will give you 5
Back to
stars.
topic. The destination of this trip will be the court of Fontaine. If you'd like to learn more about the latest technological developments in Fontaine,
You're doing fine, don't worry.
hottest new trends in cuisine, or upcoming sensational trials, please subscribe to the Steambird.
No, you're doing fine. Don't worry. You don't need to stumble over your words. I know it's difficult. It's okay to stumble a little bit. Nobody's judging you. Everyone here can't do the same thing you're doing. Talking publicly is hard. Don't worry about it. You're doing fantastic. Look at this place, man. With the capsized boats. Yeah, Avil, you're doing fantastic. It's not easy to do public, we were down there before, weren't we? Is that the area we were? I think it was, right? Yes. Maybe?
The Steambird runs lots of fantastic serialized novels, including the thriller Great Detective Herlock, which recently reached its dramatic conclusion.
Heck yeah.
Right at the very end, Herlock faces off against the real mastermind, revealed to be the assistant, Miss Jacoba, in a duel at the old site of Lilia Cruces Ordo. I couldn't stop my feelers from shaking.
It's exciting for you.
Oh no, did I spoil
Oh no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Oops.
Don't worry.
Anyway, coming up ahead on your left-hand side is Maillardet Village, the hometown of all Melusines, myself
Wait.
included. It's deep below the ground, just over there.
This, your left or my left? Over here? Can we see? Over this way? Is that what we're saying? But that's my right. That would be my right, so maybe they mean over here? It depends on where we're standing, I suppose. No, to them, this is the left, so it has to be over here.
We will now pass through Poisson Tunnel.
Poisson!
Now that I think about it, very few people tend to take this line. Maybe it's because humans don't really like deserts. After all, the most popular route in and out of Fontaine is through Liyue's Tenue Vale.
Oh, wow. Nice little mention here as well.
In places with lots of sand, even clockwork mecha will start to malfunction. I mean, no rational person would try to cross a vast, hot, and dry desert to get to Fontaine, right?
What have I done?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to imply that
You're
you
doing
were
great.
irrational.
Don't worry about it. You're doing fantastic. Holy hell, man. Like, look at all this. We couldn't get a good look at this, obviously, because we were obviously, like, you know, we're not going to interrupt Charlotte as they're talking. Some Fatui over there as well. That's the last thing I want to do is interrupt Charlotte. Yeah, Evil's doing fantastic. And this area over here, I want to jump up. We should definitely jump up with that today if we can. There's multiple things. Like, they're all leading over to that building over there, which I think is floating. Is it? No, maybe it's not the floating area. Interesting. Is it right here like this? It doesn't. There is a waypoint marker up there, but it's not showing it on the map, which is very interesting. So if we mark something here like that. Do you see that, Evil? And the little strands over here as well.
Looking ahead on your right-hand side, you'll see Nemesis.
Oh, wow.
Where the Opera Epiclus is located.
I was actually, would you believe it? I actually had a full
You see
performance
that
there.
really tall structure? I once asked Elfin, what's that big old thing? She said, no clue. What's the use of learning the meaning of things? But anyway, Elfin is a super amazing and super friendly Melozine. If you have a chance, you really should take the Navia line and listen to her tour.
She's fantastic. She is.
Behind me is the destination of our tour, the magnificent court of Fontaine. Please take all of your personal belongings with you when you disembark.
You did fantastic, by the way. You did great. You're both fantastic. You both have different qualities. I think, you know, while, I think while you're not as, like, you know, as you said, not as dedicated, I think that you're, like, more upbeat. And you made me feel, like, comfortable almost instantly, you know? You did a good job.
Oh no, I almost forgot. Ahem. Well aboard the Aquabus, please keep your head, hands, and other body parts, as well as your canes,
Yeah.
swords, cameras, and other personal items inside the boat at all
It's okay.
times.
I kind of got that as
The
well.
Aquabus operator bears no responsibility whatsoever for any injury or loss incurred
You
as
tell
a
me.
result of
You
disobeying
tell me.
the rules.
It's my fault if I get hurt.
Maybe it's a bit late for the
No, it's
display.
okay. It's okay.
Anyway, I'm happy you've had an incident-free journey today, and it was my pleasure to serve as your tour guide for this trip.
It was an absolute
Thank
pleasure to see you as well. Oh, so this isn't a docking station. Okay, it's actually, you have to call it. Yeah, no, that's my bad. And I think you call it from there. That's my bad. Or maybe oh no, you call it from here. Yes, now I know. Perfect. Let's go to the first floor then. Actually, 1 second. Thank you.
Welcome to the court
Now let's go.
of Fontaine. Please watch your step.
Doing that stuff is hard, man. Public speaking is hard. Like, if I ever had to, like, do a YouTube video where I had to talk to, like, people through a microphone as I'm playing Genshin, that would be difficult. That'd be so hard. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do it. Okay. So, let's take a little bit of a look around the court of Fontaine. It's starting to get a little bit brighter out, which is nice. The fountain is incredibly pretty. I wondered if we get enough sigils.
Time to go.
Is this not the fountain that we got the thing on, or is that a different place? Maybe it's a different fountain, is it? Okay, so let's go over here. Just take a look around at some of the shops and things like that. And then we're gonna go on to water. Man, the music is so nice here, isn't it? It's so nice. Is this where we met Child? I think it is. Yeah, it definitely is. So sick. So sick. Yeah, I just didn't even know what the elevator was, but thankfully, like, a lot of you guys, like, you know, were like, hey, no, it gets confusing first. Which the thing is, like, you know,
Time
like,
to go.
if anyone's seen, like, my other playthroughs, or any other parts of the playthrough, you would know that, like, you know, I don't think we if you asked me to walk into Sumeru City right now and, like, find my way around, I could do it, but, like, in the first 4 episodes, Jesus Christ, I wouldn't be able to find anything. I would not be as knowledgeable as I could be, you know? It's a really nice location. There's a shop up here I wanted to look at, right? Because I thought we were going up here
Time to go.
before, but we didn't actually get up to here. So let's check it out. It's the one with the doll in it. Man, it's so, just the energy of this place. It's so fancy. Charlotte? Who's her friend? What are they chatting about? Pretty pleased with cherry on top, Charlotte. Journalist extraordinaire, please tell me you're joking. Charlotte's such a clean design, right? It's just like the hair is so freaking pristine and good and nice. Like it's just so like how do I say it? It's like colorful without being like too colorful, right? And like the pink and the red actually go really well together. It's really, really clean. I read that gang of criminals tricked the Gardamarks by disguising themselves as blubber beasts. It's true, isn't it? It has to be. I've invested all my savings into the graph oh my god, adversarial technology and even taken out a sizable bank loan. I'm begging you, oh Jesus Christ, like a beggiest beggar and all of begdom. Yeah, everyone's a bit taken back. Okay, I need you to calm down a little bit, Miss Lapine Pauline. I admire your passion for research and I don't mean to dash your hopes for those big ticket orders. But I'm afraid I'm not joking. The Blubber Beast incident was a short story mailed to us by an anonymous amateur author, written in the style of a true story. Amateur author short story? It sounds like he's just discussing a story, but why does Miss Lapine Pauline seem so distressed? Funnily enough, I actually remember being in a meeting where the editing team was debating the potential risk of misleading the public with the story. They even went to the Mason Gardenage for advice. But to our surprise, they fully supported us printing it. They figured that the false intel would be a great way to dupe potential criminals into wearing ridiculous costumes when breaking the law. In truth, Gardamarks are extremely sophisticated in their capabilities. They can identify criminals just as reliably as the best human guards, so a crude disguise isn't going to get you far. If anything, it'll just make you stand out all the more. Oh, interesting, okay. Since he ran the story, the Mason Gardenage has made a slew of arrests, including the Phantom Blubber Beast and the Titanic Red Crown Finch and the Spectre Man. The Spectre Man? So I knew the story had helped out the law enforcement, but this is the first time I'm learning of an innocent civilian being deceived by it, and investing so much more for nothing. Oh my god. Oh, so it sounds like she's in pain. Paimon thinks you should just ask Charlotte what's going on. Interesting that we have a Charlotte quest here. Hey, Charlotte. Wander, Paimon, it's you. It's good to see you again. Got such a cool detail as well, the little pouch on the leg. We love a leg pouch. I was in the area taking some photos for a story when I got talking to Miss Lapine Pauline about her research. Oh my god, she's distressed. She read an article in Steambird about a criminal who evaded Gardamark detection by disguising themselves as blubber beasts. Inspired by the story, she spent a lot of more researching counter-criminal image recognition technology. Her aim was to improve Fontaine's public security by developing a device that could enhance Gardamark's target recognition capabilities. She was hoping I could write an article to spread awareness about the image recognition technology. She even paid me for the article and gave me one of her prototype devices before I could get a word in. But unfortunately, it was just a fictional story and her efforts and aspirations were all in vain. I tried to let her down gently, but she's been finding it all very hard to accept. She is very upset right now. This is a new situation for us too. It's such a pity. It seems like the author was only trying to make a story interesting, and the Mason Gardenage only had Fontaine's best interest in mind. It seems she's a victim of misunderstanding is probably the best way to put it. Wait, Miss Lapine Pauline, what are you doing? I'm gonna pick a fight with a Gardamek? Head to the Opera Epiclese and get one-way ticket to the Fortress of... No! That I won't have to repay my debts. It's the only way I can afford to keep on living. She is in a dire straits. Oh, there's no need to go that far. I mean, come on, look at you. You wouldn't even dent a Gardamark's armor, and all like that, they'd only hold you up at the Mason Gardenage for a few days before letting you out. And then you still have to repay your debts. Actually, instead of going into technicalities, Dad, how much did you actually invest? How bad can it really be? Oh god. And Paimon's with the hand on the hips. Wow. We've been in leeway a lot, so obviously like money is a big deal over there, but we forget how much like money that actually is. Oh well, escaping the Fortress of Meripide over something like that seems like a last resort. Surely there must be other options. Not anymore.
I used to be an equipment supplier to the Fontaine Research Institute before they blew to pieces, and now I'm just a small-time engineer. I scraped together some of my savings over the past few years, but I put every last more into this project. Now I'm left with nothing. So I wonder if there's a conversation to be had about the idea of like the blurring the lines between fact and fiction in Fontaine. You know what I mean? But I guess like she's the only one who got fooled by it though. It's not just my savings that are gone, it's a whole future as a graph adversarial technology specialist. And my dreams of becoming a billionaire one day. See, that's the thing, right? You don't need to be a billionaire. Just live comfortably. My life is over. Look at this shot. What the hell? Like she's in freaking prison or something. Don't despair, Miss Lapine Pauline. I think I know a way to turn this around. The prototype you give me, the camera lens for its image recognition sample collection, it's really quite something. You said it's designed specifically for high fidelity image capture and analysis, yes? The rapid focal length adjustment is just very useful to function on its own, right? It's sure to make many journalists' job easier. In fact, I say it has the potential to revolutionize Fontaine's media. So your research efforts are thus by far no means in vain. The technology you've developed may have many applications that you've never even considered. Really? Absolutely. I've been working on it as journalist for the Steambird for a long time now. No one understands the issues we journalists face on a day-to-day basis better than me. So keep calm, take heart, and start thinking about mass production in the meantime. I'll show Virgil to all my colleagues and draw them interest in your product. That's so nice of Charlotte. I can't believe it. If this is true, then I can look into setting up a whole camera lens development pipeline. My big ticket orders and billionaire aspirations are still in the cards. Maybe I should consider taking out another loan. No. That way I can rapidly improve the lens production process. Be the first to market and prepare the battle for dominance in the camera industry. Come on, stop daydreaming about your pipelines for a minute. Just take it one step at a time and see how it goes. There's no sense putting all your eggs in one basket before things are even off the ground. Yep, slow and steady wins the race. I could probably speak to some people I know and I license my image recognition device to a workshop to raise some funds. Can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. She is overly ambitious, and as soon as she gets a little bit of a foot in another door, she kicks it down here, or she's trying to kick it down. There's no time to lose. Time to get to work. Early bird gets the worm. Charlotte helped you, and you're gonna ruin it again. Can you believe her? She just ran off. Palmer's pretty sure her advice went in one ear and out the other. All she heard was her billionaire aspirations were back, and she just went right for it again. It's understandable. When aspirations and passions strike at the same time, it's all too easy to throw yourself headfirst into work and forget about everyone around you. A lot of journalists are the same way when they're first starting out. But don't worry, I'm going to write an article on this and I'll be checking in on her regularly. Her research has the potential to benefit the entire journalistic community. I'll give her plenty of input to stop from going down any rabbit holes. I'll make sure mass production of her lens can begin as soon as possible. It's reassuring to know you'll be looking out for her, Charlotte. Star journalist to the rescue. Actually, you know what? Why don't you take this prototype lens? I'm sure you'll have plenty of chances to use it on your travels. Cool. It takes the right person to get the most out of the new technology in your hands. It's sure to capture some amazing sights. Thanks a lot, Charlotte. What a nice surprise. We're just curious about what you guys were talking about. Totally didn't expect to get a free gift out of it. You're welcome. I got some out of this too. The beginnings of a very interesting news story. The boundaries between real news reports and news-like fiction must not be blurred. That's what I was saying. Even when they're compelling and justification for do so. Yeah, like that's honestly what I was thinking about, like, especially when we talked about like the idea of entertainment as like a form of like punishment as well. It's like a lot of blurring the lines between like what is reality, and I feel like can sometimes maybe be a disconnect when it comes to stuff like that. If you trial someone in a performance style way, right, you're probably not going to think of that person you're putting on trial as a human, you know? Yes, that's how I phrase it to the editors when I give them the feedback. Let's hope we won't mislead any more well-meaning citizens in the future. That's really fantastic. Special analysis zoom lens. After activating the special analysis zoom lens through the inventory or gadget shortcut bar, you can use the camera to use a special photo taking function. After Charlotte activates this gadget, the original effects of the framing, freezing point, composition, hold mode can take effect, but you can use special methods to take photos. Okay. Very cool. So again, I'm sure that this is just a way to get the camera as well, but I do like how Genshin always like puts everything into perspective of the actual world that that's around us at this time. Like what that talk told me is that there is still a bit of an issue. Wait, what? Oh, the deck. Okay. What that tells me is that there still is an issue, or that there is an issue in Fontaine, maybe in some respects, maybe not all respects. How do I equip this lens here again?
The gadget shortcut bar. Through your inventory. Where am I just not seeing it? There, I'm an idiot. I just didn't see it. So does it activate in photo mode? Whoa. Hello. Is that it? Oh my god, look at you. Wait, hold on a second. Let me take off this thing here. Oh, so it's literally a lens. That is so freaking cool. Right? That is so cool. You can like take pictures of things around Fontaine then. So like if I want to take a picture of this thing over here, I just go like this. That is neat. That is so neat. That's such a neat addition to this. But yeah, I love how we had a conversation as well about like the blurring of the lines between entertainment, between fiction, between fact. I think it's an important conversation to have, especially when we're in Fontaine. It's like a musical store over here, but I guess it's more like, oh. Crafting bench. Hello. If clocks are score of time's song, then what can I do for you? Do for it. Tell me about the clocks. Clocks, to be more precisely, exquisite clockwork power clocks, are our family's craft, famous throughout Fontaine. Have you heard of the Lady of the Lake of Tears? That was the name Lady Frida gave to one of my works. What a lovely name, like a song that encapsulates such sadness. Okay. And then I don't know if we're gonna be able to use this yet though, right? Burton's House of Curiosities. Oh, it's a House of Curiosities. I haven't encountered anything that catches my fancy. Come again later, please. We're obviously gonna have to activate something before we do that, is the estimation of this. It's what I got from this. Oh, Catherine! Catherine's here too. Do we do our commissions? We have. But I'm worried that we're gonna start a quest if we go talk to Catherine right now. There was a waypoint marker up here. I definitely want to get that too. And then we're gonna go swimming for a bit.
Time to go.
Nice. Actually, like where would this be, I wonder? It's above. Right, but first I want to go do something else here. There's a world quest up here, I believe. I was told by a lovely patron that this is something to do with swimming. Maybe I'm wrong. I must say, the weather today is simply wonderful. You're a quite dashing young gentleman. Virgil, at your service. Thank you very much for calling me dashing. It's very true. A pleasure to not me, Aether. I'm wondering, this is my companion called Paimon.
Hello, Virgil.
Oh, such elegant names. Welcome to the court of Fontaine. It's truly an honor to meet the two of you here.
Paimon can't stand much more of this. How did you know we're not from Fontaine?
With a glance, it is obvious that you are
that you're unsatisfied with being bathed in the soft lights of the city, but feel the call of the wild, which will never be illuminated by the bright city lights. Yes, just like the heroes in the operas.
That's totally true. Wanderers on Adventure 2. Add Astra, Abyssosque, and all that jazz.
I knew it. Those adventurers' guilds are beggarly.
Beggarly?
Courageous warriors, oh my god, begging with all their hearts to unlock the deepest mysteries of the world. They wink their eyes to the stars above, and sleep with their backs to the abyss below. Where there is unknown domain, there is an adventurer who simply must explore it, bravery bursting beyond the brim. I cannot help but notice how your gaze is on many things. Perhaps you wish to study the sublime arts, or ancient clockwork mecha, or advanced civic culture.
Clockwork mecha art, swizzly and intrinsically designed. Man, it's okay, I guess. I think it's what annoying him the most. Amazing, Paimon didn't notice the decorations, but Paimon did notice that Fontaine has a lot of delicious foods that she's never seen anywhere else.
Not bad, is it? Well, we have a long and glorious tradition of gourmet culture in Fontaine. Naturally, the two of you must take your meals in the great outdoors,
and thus are unfortunately limited to your ability to sample the breadth of Fontaine's superb cuisine, unable to experience the luxurious richness that is leisurely afternoon tea with a few pastries. I've had more than a chance to sample this cuisine than you think. And we're literally going to be having dinner with Navia.
Hey, Wonder, let's get back on topic. Paimon thinks that Virgil has a commission for us.
I think so too.
Most excellent, my two exceptional friends. Have you heard of the Licarius treasure?
Licarusis treasure?
Nope, haven't heard of it.
Then please help me explain this alleged of the lost treasures and passed down to Fontaine for centuries. Once there was a society called the Lilia Crucis Forum that was able to attract a great many of rich and influential through their humbly called themselves the Forum. Their actual plan was to overthrow Fontaine itself.
Okay.
In the end, the conspiracy was exposed, and the distinguished members of the Forum engaged in a thrilling battle with the Mason Garden Age, but were ultimately defeated in a climactic showdown. However, my dear friends, you must know that they were once the richest and most famous of all Fontaine, and they must have gathered tremendous amounts of wealth.
They definitely did, and they must have a huge treasure vault somewhere.
When you open it, whoa, it's overflowing with gold. Not with gold, shining like the sun.
Correct, they wish to overthrow the beautiful Fontaine, and to do so they must have amassed a fortune so vast that they could literally said to have more money than Morax. However, this wealth was never found.
I know Morax.
So that means as long as we can find Lily Cruz's treasure, we'll be filthy rich.
Excellent deduction, my dear Paimon. With that Fontaine and control of Synth...
With that fortune, sorry, and control of Synth...
Anyway, a lengthy investigation, I've discovered the location of the Curious Forum headquarters. It can be found amidst the underwater ruins inside the city.
Really?
What do you think, my dear Paimon? Wander, I hereby sincerely extend an invitation to both of you to become my partners and dive beneath the waves and search for the lost treasure. Give me the map. Let's go.
Even though Fontaine's water is different from everyone else, Paimon can never forget.
Never fear, I'm here.
How she was drowning before she was... Whoa! So it's still very...
There we go. I didn't even think of that. That's my bad. How that would have been something that would actually scare Paimon.
Never fear, I'm here. We're here to protect you no matter what. You'll save Paimon again for sure. Always.
Yeah. I'm glad the game brought that up. She obviously would have trauma from drowning. Or almost drowning.
If that's said, please I'll prepare a diving equipment for the two of you.
I should have the correct sizes. There's no need.
Ah yes, vision holders may dive freely in our waters, but if it's you, dear Wanderer... Of course, I do not doubt your abilities. Wanderer is a famed adventurer, and he must be very aware of his limits. But it so happens that I do not share the same capabilities, so I'll have to rely on your homegrown technology to keep myself alive. Be as may, shall we begin?
I'm so excited to do this. Yes, lead the way.
Your wish is my command. Please follow me. Our destination is not far out from the court of Fontaine.
You arrive at Virgil, the place that seems a bit deserted. Okay. I'm so... Oh, look at the outfit. It looks so hot and stuffy. I'm so happy that they brought up the thing with Paimon. It's such an interesting thing that they brought up because they didn't need to, right? Like, but I think it just shows how dedicated Genshin are to even Paimon as a character. Because I think that, like, you know, even though I know, like, there's, like, people out there that are annoyed by Paimon, Paimon is so important to the story and her feelings matter too. Actually, you can place mist flowers wrapped in a cloth inside to lower the temperature. As for the weight, well, just put it underwater. Oh, look at this entrance. There's no time to delay. Let's go, my friends. I'm super excited to see this. This is so exciting. Should we... I'm, like... What we might do is just for this party, we'll put one member as like one of the Fontaine characters we have. So... we won't do as much damage, but like Farazan, we'll put Farazan off and we'll put... Linny on.
Prepare to be
Actually, we're
amazed.
diving, so let's put Fremine on.
At your command.
Yeah, I think that's good. I'm super excited to be able to explore the waters like this. Look at it. The fact that we're even able to do this in this game is a treat. Is an absolute treat. Like, we're literally underwater. And someone said in the comments that, like, what I said, like, was, like, what the developers, like, you know, meant it. Like, how I felt, I mean. Which means that the game was actually, like, doing an absolutely fantastic job of that. You will sometimes see energy emitting out blocks underwater. Touching them will cause your character to absorb energy within them, restoring aquatic stamina and HP. Cool. But yeah, the developers did a really good job because they didn't want you to feel scared. And I'm someone who is scared of underwater, but obviously after being in Subnautica for so long, I tend to not be as afraid as I used to be. There seems to be a space down below, you know what I mean? So this is actually just very beautiful. And I think the developers actually did intend for that to happen. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please. Wait, you're going too fast. I suppose you had to run a village travelers. Why think to be an underwater ruin like this? It's beautiful. This is the ruins. It's become a sanctuary for all aquatic life now. Wonder it's time to try that. Look at these. I like all the fish down these well. Absorbing the Hunter Ray's ability can unleash a frontier water blades. Is there one that we can... Do we just absorb any of them? We have to absorb the ones that are colored, right? It's funny, like again, like I said, it's not scary. Like, and that's one thing that I'm actually like very appreciative about this. Oh, this one we have to absorb. The music underwater as well. Wait, do we have to? Are we fighting? Oh, we're fighting you. Oh, it's so sick. I'm so in love with this. That's actually great underwater. The underwater combat's not bad. You know what I mean? It's actually very good. But I have faith that they're gonna make something like this, like they would make it pretty good, right? Like this is perfect. It's different from the actual combat. It takes some like resistance because of course you're underwater. I think it's fantastic. And it's yeah, like I said, it's so interesting. That works in that. Okay, I thought it would work on the ball, but it's actually the actual stem. It's so interesting to me that this is like not scary. Because I'm usually terrified of like underwater ruins and things like this. And it actually like, you know what it reminds me of more? It's more on the vein of like a Final Fantasy X than it is on the vein of a Subnautica. I think they wanted people to feel calm and feel like a beautiful place exploring this area. That's what someone said in the comments. Thank you for saying that, because I totally think that they pulled it off. Is this just how you break this down? And the different powers now, and then thank you, because I believe it was Victoria, patron, who mentioned this. I get like so many suggestions all the time to do a lot of stuff, but I remember this specifically just because I was like, oh, I definitely want to explore the underwater, and it'd be cool to actually see some of the stuff here as well. Chest underwater is a great look. And if I ever say something that you like say something in the video that I suggested, don't be afraid to just like comment and be like, that was me. Look how pretty this is. Don't be afraid for 1 second. Because obviously with comments, like it's obviously, you know, it's obviously gonna be different from like a Twitter reply or something like this, because like it's like you're seeing so many comments at once. Oh, and then we use this to break down the rock. Is that it? Oh, that's so cool. Oh, we killed that crab. I thought that's how we break this down. No? Oh, it is. Okay, I just didn't use it properly. That's so neat, the different powers underwater as well. And you have to go to the music here is fantastic too. Is it this door they want us to go to? Maybe we have to break this down? Oh, just open it. Oh, we don't have a key. We need a key. I don't think we even need to search and collect clues. I don't think we need to go here, but like it would have been nice to get the key. Did they move the area to over here then, right? But how would we get the key to that area? I wonder. I'm gonna get you back as well, just because it was very fun using your abilities. There's not any other location down here. Maybe we can break apart these to see if we can get the key. This is so fun. This is so freaking fun. Yeah, and I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I'm super like amazed by what they've done with the water areas in this game. Because when I first found out you could swim, I thought it was gonna be like a very basic on-rails thing, but this is like a full-on exploration that you'd see in like an underwater exploration game. Like this is like more than I expected to see in any game that doesn't have water as it. Like didn't like this is it took like imagine like adding water exploration 4 years into your game, and it's like the greatest. Like, and it's like I shouldn't say greatest because I'm sure like you know, I played Subnautica and that's like dedicated to water exploration, but like it's like actually really good. You know, like it's actually really good. Information clues regarding the forum, something like this. Then, absolutely, maybe, most definitely. You know what I think the difference is? And that's the big difference is, we said it. There's a big difference between this and Subnautica. I think with Subnautica, it's trying to scare you. It's trying to make you fear the water. Whilst I think Genshin is trying to make you appreciate the water. And appreciate this world. As we spoke to, you need to collect these things? The music, man. It feels like a freaking like Disney movie or something. Classic Disney movie. Oh, now we have to go down below. I went too far too quickly, I guess. I was just so excited to see these areas down below. At least we got to like explore this already. These are just beautiful, beautiful ruins. It's crazy that they're like, again, this is to do with the prophecy as well. The idea that like, there's a constant fear of like being submerged with water. And now we know the primordial water might have something to do with that as well. Wait, we actually might take this stuff in here as well, right? Me, yeah, I'll just do it for fun. Which actually, I do that sometimes. Oh, that's the key. Fantastic. Have you been here before, Virgil? Not long ago, my dear upon my companions and I were stopped dead in front of the gate. Well, it's good you met us then, isn't it? So I guess they couldn't get past the gate. They were looking for the key. Well said. It's my good fortune indeed. And the music's so peaceful as well. And we already got past this guy as well.
Open the door, please.
All these little creatures around the place too, that we don't have to hurt. Oh, armored shields. So maybe we should go back and get the armored shield, because that's what they want us to get.
This guy's like, oh, thank God he's not gonna take my. Oh, he's taking my shield again, isn't he? Okay, take my shield, why don't you? You pretty boy. Take him, why don't you?
That's awesome. Wait, is that? Wait! What are you doing down here? What are you doing down here? Answer. This song is beautiful. There's another rocks we can break down here as well. Huh. And like, oh, like the photos on the wall, so there were people that were living here. Gameplay tutorial? Okay, yeah, the water vents. We're fine. We're fine. We know what to do with these now. Man, this is expansive. But I guess it was like, you know, a place where people would live. You know what I mean? It's not just like this location where like, it's not just made to be underwater. What are all these like little machines on? These are like, aren't these like the Sumeru things? But I guess they would have traveled. Hey, stop that right now. Oh, cool. Take that. Very cool. The combat underwater is actually super fun. And I say actually, I don't care. I don't care. I say actually because sometimes underwater combat can be daunting, can leave some desire, can be clunky. But they actually pulled it off here. Oh, I'm so sorry. I guess Fremene's like not ready for this stuff either. It's okay though. It's okay, Fremene. What fish can go down too. I do want to swim with Fremene though. I really do. Because it makes sense. I actually do. I love the combat. And it's not like it's like, oh, this is so like pristine. It's like, yeah, it makes sense. Like underwater is like going to be somewhat, right? Somewhat of like a slight struggle. It shouldn't be this thing where like all of a sudden in the middle of the water you stop and you go, oh, I can move around so freely. I'd be disappointed if it could. Like, sometimes it's good to have a bit of a resistance as well to stuff. Like a resistance from the game, I should say. It shouldn't always be like daisies and sunshine. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at this. It's clear this guy doesn't like us as well, but like, I am so glad he brought us here. How do we activate this? Does teleport waypoint like that? And you can teleport underwater as well. That is like literally like a something from the Maillardet. These mechanisms ran before back in the desert of Sumeru, yeah. Does that mean there was a relationship there? I mean, we know, looks like people from this forum, whatever, all it's used to research. Okay. How unfortunate the past scenes forward like down the door. Anyway, let's go have a look. To get past this door. Maybe there's treasure. I'm so sorry. You look so nice. Are you alive? No. But there's a camera here as well. So it seems like they were researching these type of things as well. I wonder if they were sense samples or if they like just obtained those samples or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh! Look at that. Oh my god, Fremine, look at you. You did such a good job. Actually, you know what? Let's go up like this. Wait, we didn't go up properly? Or does it only happen in the actual ocean itself? Oh, there we go. Oh my god, I only got your head. That would have been bad. We're keeping Fremine on the team for here anyway. Oh. I was assigned to the same lab. I was nervous at first since everyone said there was a child prodigy. Since the disaster, such people are even more precious. I thought that he's a star of the institute and was recommended by the higher-ups. He'd be full of himself, but he's much better than I expected. He's not especially nice or anything, no obvious symptoms. Okay. I made a huge mistake and knocked over the ancient geometry machine, and it took a lot of effort to bring back from the desert ruins, so they are bringing stuff from the desert ruins. But then the machine came to life and messed everything up. Though he's a lot younger than me, he's really smart. I can't believe that's how he managed to tame the machine. Maybe taming isn't the right word. Maybe the other engineers will look down on me for using it. But it really did feel like taming. I know the current clockwork machines pretty well, but so I can tell there's a huge technological gulf between the two. Ignoring the structure. Wait, so I know the current clockwork machines pretty well. If you can solve the power source problems, then it'll be difficult to make any meaningful progress. But I still have to be careful. I've never seen any alien energy, and I don't want to find out what he looks like. Sorry, angry, sorry. When he gets angry, a few minor symptoms have appeared. Symptoms. Now, they also say there's a vast gulf between the two technologies. Does that mean the current Fontaine clockwork technology at the time? And maybe they compared it to like some of the Sumeru technology and used some of that? Or maybe it's the opposite. I took the day off. I can hardly believe it. Elaine came to visit me and even brought his sister. She's cute and not afraid of strangers, so I'm so happy. We discussed the idea of thinking machine based on gems and tape circuits. I used the word discuss, but actually I just said things like, oh, and that's really amazing, or how will you do that? Whenever he paused, and I didn't make any real contributions. So that's pretty much just like me whenever like Farazan is explaining something, you know, because she's amazing and so smart. He's really into it, though, and he behaved very differently than he usually does in the lab. His little sister is probably way smarter than me, a research assistant. I guess it isn't as boring when it flares up, but I want to return to the institute to help as soon as I can. The additional machines got here. The previous ones are no longer usable since they were completely dismantled, so they're dismantling them, but it did clear up a lot of things. At least according to him, something about it is driven by the elements of the lane lines. But we can't recreate it with our current level of industrial precision and material science. I helped with compiling the report, but there's so much I couldn't understand. Apparently, lots of people are secretly unhappy with the lane has more research resources than them. But if you ask me, everyone's smarter than me, and they should all get along. That way we can make the world a better place. So this person Elaine was getting more special treatment than other people in terms of research. That's why the research is probably like progressing a little bit faster. His sister said some of their friends are joining the institute. I'm looking forward to meeting them. No obvious symptoms. No obvious symptoms. What is this? Joined the lab as new partners, but now I'm even more confused by their conversations. Why is it I can understand every word on its own, but once they string them all together, I can't make heads or tails of it. So it's like like how some words can be kind of hard to understand on like when they're put together. Jacob is really the only one even close to being on the same level as me. I feel ashamed just writing that. As an adult looking for reassurance from a child as young as Jacob, I feel like I've lost all self-respect as adults should have, so he's feeling kind of self-conscious being around all these incredibly smart people. Based on the research of prime energy machinery, seems like they decided to adopt this name. Elaine and Renee are thinking about trying to use the characteristics of Wisa and Numa to construct a new kinetic core. A few minor symptoms. So this is, I don't think this is where they started using it, but maybe they started using it for some of their technology. I may have made a contribution. Well, maybe. I was just so excited about making any contribution. I went on to picking with Elaine, his sister, Renee, and Jacob. It was technically supposed to be a field research, but the idea came from Elaine's sister and me. We thought they didn't have any life at all outside the research, so we asked the institute director to arrange something. Petrichor is quite boring, but the scenery is quite nice. Since you can see the great waterfall, I brought the camera from the institute to take photos for them. I hope there are more outings like this one in the future so I can take more photos of his sister especially. After all, Elaine is always working and can't be with his sister as she grows up, so these photos will come in handy later when he regrets not spending so much time with her. Then we have to see how she was at different times. It won't be stink so much. If only my family had enough money for a camera and things didn't go wrong, I'm sure my mom would have taken lots of photos of me. Renee and Jacob like Elaine's sister a lot too. When the four of them hang out, she sometimes acts like the older sisters to them despite being the youngest. It's really interesting dynamic. Seems to be interested in the runes and the stones and statues here. Renee also mentioned something about the troop and seals. Even though we went out to have a bit of fun for once, they were still thinking about research, no obvious symptoms. So here he's talking about the idea how, like, you know, he's burying himself so much in his research that he's missing all this stuff in life. And he's also talking about how he came from a different family. So I wonder if he's feeling self-conscious because of that as well. Elaine's sister came to see me with Jacob. Elaine and Renee couldn't make it because their experiment in a critical stage. They didn't have to tell me any of that though. After all, with my limited abilities, that I was able to help at all is already fulfilling. I heard Elaine and the institute director came to see me separately while I was unconscious. I feel bad. Wait, you went unconscious? Still taking time off, but I hope to go back soon, help soon. So that's why you're taking time off? I found out that they're graduates from the Nazis Cruz Institute. That makes me really happy. They talk about the director and the vice director as well as their adventures and make me feel like a kid again. Believe it or not, guys, right now as I'm recording this, I just got a notification that a video has been released on the channel. Yes. So it made me feel like a kid again. The only detail that didn't make sense was the cake the vice director made because it felt like a punishment when we had it. After the disaster, I lost contact with pretty much all my friends. I'm so happy that they were able to find each other again. I wonder how many friends are doing. They're probably trying to rebuild the Nasser Cruz Institute. Next time I'll go check it out. Talked about thinking machine again. I had an idea about making a thinking camera so I would take photos of the precious to me while he's busy. He thought it was kind of pointless, but that it had security and surveillance application. They did it. The light bulb came on. I was lucky to recover time to witness this historical moment. It's quite a pity, but I hope Renee and Jacob will make the breakthroughs of their own in their own research topics. I also hope to get better assistance than me. No clear symptoms. I took the day off. Maybe these symptoms are actually making him take the day off. There were several visits while I was unconscious. It's a shame. All I could do was read the letters they left behind. Jacob left me a note inviting me to his and Renee's lab. There's something they want to talk about. I hope I can get out of bed soon. Anne brought flowers for me, but they already had wilted by the time I woke up. Took the day off. I was able to get out of bed today. This is where I first met Elaine. For a time afterwards, my first time standing here, I documented the experimental procedures and phenomena based on his oral descriptions. He was trying to start up the machinery below in an ill-fitting lab coat. Renee and Jacob later entered through the door, and Elaine would temporarily forget to act the young genius and rush towards them like an energetic kid. I found myself witness to the first successful controlled annihilation reaction. The brilliant light cast a deep dark shadow, and I believe history was made in that moment. Can someone like me so excited I knocked over the ink bottle played a role in such a historical event? Can someone like me so excited I knocked over the ink bottle? So it's like, I'm so clumsy. I'm not like as good as these people. Behind the locked doors, the underside is Renee and Jacob's lab. It seems to access was limited due to the dangerous nature of the research. They're destined to become towering figures of history. I guess Lane moved to another lab based on his plan once the energy problem was solved. He would study kinematics. I'll go greet him later. I wonder how Anne is doing. I wonder what kind of beautiful woman she will grow up to be. I'll stop writing here. Don't much time left. I hope everything goes well. So there's... What's the annihilation? What did I say? The annihilation... Controlled annihilation reaction. So it seems, again, I'm kind of confused in this one. Is he writing this from the perspective of someone who's getting sick from these experiments? Was he a test subject? And they grew attached to him? Were they using... Is that what I'm getting here? But he was going on research breaks as well with these characters too. I wonder what the annihilation reaction truly is. But it seems like they were like doing experiments on these machines. Elaine is the star of the facility. They didn't want to make Elaine angry as well, and they felt like they were clumsy. They feel like they were less than. Is that what we're getting for this? But there is also the idea of the machines being controlled by the ley line. And Elaine got more research money than them. They said, again, that it seems like a very self-conscious person as well, but also like very appreciative of the people around them. And they have a few minor symptoms. So is it a thing where they are like... They're being affected by this? Maybe they're like having exposure experiments to these things? Maybe. I'm not totally sure completely. It's super, super interesting though. I'll take that, thank you. So Virgil's over here. How we open the door and proceed onwards? Well, this is the forum you're talking about. There's so many books everywhere. They must really have been dedicated to studying and conducting research. I would never have guessed that there was a secret society plugged over to the government of Fontaine. So this is like maybe like what the... If we're finding this stuff down here, then they were doing experiments down here of some kind. We know this. And from the letter, it seems that they were like, the experiments were rather dangerous. And it seems like if you were exposed to... Maybe I could be reading that completely wrong. But it seems that they were doing experiments on these machines. There was something called the annihilation... Controlled annihilation? I don't know. As the saying goes, your palm and knowledge is power. This is especially true for the Lily Crucius Forum. You should understand with great knowledge comes a great power. And once great power is yours to command, there's only one path left for you. Paimon doesn't think logic really holds water, but you're the local, not Paimon. So Paimon trusts you. That you know what you're talking about. Leave it at that. They seem to have been researching some amazing things, though. And we've already seen plenty of stuff that obviously isn't from here on the way. Yes, like taking stuff from Sumeru and using that to compare it to their machines, which I think is one of the most interesting things about that letter as well. The idea of like comparing the gulf of like differences between the machines that were controlled by the ley line in Sumeru versus their clockwork machines and their different ways of working on that. These things are pretty annoying. Last time we saw them were in the deserts of Sumeru. Well, knowing their extensive resources, it couldn't have been too hard for them to get their hands on these kind of things. After all, this is the fabulously wealthy Lily Cruises Forum we're talking about here. But we've also explored a lot of domains and seen more than our fair share of cool things during our adventures. Is that so? Then I presume you also found a lot of treasure? Enough to cover our travel expenses for sure. Ah, fascinating. I mean, what a terrific achievement. I expect nothing less for the two of you. It's too bad this place is completely flooded. It feels like a lot happened here, and they made a lot of important discoveries. The water levels of Fontaine have risen before, and according to the folks at Fontaine Research Institute, they'll rise again in the future. Perhaps one day all of Fontaine will disappear underneath the waves. Well, that'd be terrible. All delicious food drowned and lost forever. Anyway, let's hope nothing like what happened in the future, yeah. So they keep talking about this idea that everything being lost beneath the waves. The future, who cares about that? I'll be dead long before then. Why should I worry about people who are alive then? No, that's the wrong attitude to have. What do the people of Fontaine in the future have to do with me? Dude, come on. I pay respect to my family and friends. After all, they raised me and have done many things before for me, but to have the people of the future do anything for you, for me? So what do we owe them? Isn't that right?
That's pretty extreme. That's what I might have said about the issue of flooding if I lack patriotism and a sense of civic responsibility. Pretty abominable. He thought we were going to be like, oh yeah, true, dude. Anyway, sorry for digressing. There should be a way to open the door below. Let's take a look around to see if there are any clues or keys. I'll also try to see if I can find anything associated files, my dear friends. So, he's like basically like only thinking about himself in this case. Look at the water here, it looks fantastic. That's what he's thinking about. With this location here. So this is the area over here we actually have to open. There's energy here though. There it is, look at that. Right? We hit that. Oh, it's up the stairs as well. Do we hit this? I maybe swap them around. There it is. Okay, cool. And that's how we unlock this. Brilliant. Now we can continue further into the Institute's depths as expected, seasoned adventurer. Aren't we investigating the forums? So it is a forum or an institute? Sorry, I misspoke. And forgive me for asking about this out of the blue, but did any of you ever run into anyone who was looking for me, or did you tell anyone else about our encounter? No, dude. Paimon doesn't think so. What's wrong, Virgil? You owe someone a ton of Mora? No, of course not. It just occurred to me that I should let you know that there are many greedy goons out there also after the Lily Crucis forum's secret treasure. They're very different from us. They're willing to do anything to achieve their goals, so I've always refused to work with them. As I know the most about the treasure's whereabouts, they have to have me in their sights. I spent a long time hiding from their prying eyes and looking for partners I can trust. It's my luck to finally have met you, my dearest friends. So that's what's going on. In any case, I'm just relieved to hear that you never told anyone else about me. Whew. I just know I picked the right people to be my partners. Only your best friends can be relied on to keep your secrets. Don't worry, Virgil, we won't tell anyone else about you. I have complete confidence you never tell another soul about me. What do you mean? Let's go, the treasure's waiting for us. Yep, here we come, treasure. This guy is weird. This guy is weird as heck. I do not trust him at all. And I don't think the game wants you to trust him in fairness as well, so it's not like it's a game where they're being unreasonable. Oh my god, look at that jump. Well, oh, we're jumping down here too? Can we dive? Yes! Beautiful. Oh my god, look at this core down here as well. It's just really fabulous, isn't it? It's really fabulous. Oh, we did that already, right? I'll take that though. And that's just to do a trial. We don't usually do the trials as much anymore. I don't find them as fun as like I used to, I think. And I think it's just happens sometimes, but like it's not that like when I see some that I do want to do, I'm just kind of like, okay, I'll do that. But then other times I'm just like, I just kind of want to keep exploring. Whoa. Enemies? A killing machine?
As you wish, main Fräulein.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Into the wind.
Interesting, just out of the blue. Good heavens, what are you starting to give away with these mecha?
We must be getting close to the treasure. After all, we've run into the guards.
The Fontaine's achievements are numerous and dazzling as the stars. The clockwork mecha are undoubtedly the most exquisite of them all, though perhaps I shouldn't be overpraised. One of the most exquisite. You must have traveled via Aquabus, then you visited the core, correct? Tell me you've seen the intricate steambird as well. In Fontaine, even blacksmithing is done by mecha. Why, the Mason Garden Age didn't even lift a finger to beat me up. They just sent out some Gardamegs. It hurts so much. They beat you up? What did you do? I mean, beat up the bad guys. Jesus Christ, guys. This is a walking red flag. Why would they ever beat me up?
If mecha are already so advanced, surely people of Fontaine don't need to do anything for themselves surely anymore, and can just leave everything to machines.
That's a good one, my dear friend. You're just adorable. It's a lot cheaper to hire a human than to buy a clockwork mecha. Or to put it the other way, no one
And nothing can infringe on a Fontaine citizen's right to work. Oh. So is there a story about machines replacing humans as well? Paimon, why don't you show him that trick of yours again? What? Beep construct. How fascinating. In any case, I think everyone agrees that humans and machines are not the same. Honestly, Paimon, the greatest in the world. All the places we've been have their own charm too. It's not like Fontaine is just better than everyone else, right? That's a great way of putting it. Beep, construct, beep. My friend, surely you cannot be serious. How could there be any place in fact that's better than Fontaine? It's different. It's different. Paimon was just saying that other places are also really special too. Virgil, you ever set foot outside of Fontaine? My dearest Paimon, you should know that there's an old saying in Fontaine. All waters lead to Fontaine. Okay, cool. It's not the people of Fontaine who should go out and see the world, but all the world who should come to witness Fontaine's glory. Don't get it backwards. But then look at the research they're doing here is from Sumeru. Did people really say that? Of course they do. Anyway, my friends, why don't we keep going? The treasure's still waiting for us deep inside the ruins. Let's go, Wander. Yeah, no, to me, like, it's like, you can't compare. There's a reason why, like, there's a lot of, like, Fontaine people we've met over our travels because they want to come to other places like Sumeru. They want to come to places like, you know, Mondstadt and to discover different, oh my god, look at the ceiling here. Like, and, you know, even like we've seen, like, in Inazuma, you know, they want to come to these places because they're actually, like, some great discoveries to be had. If you truly care about discovering things like this, you know, you're probably going to want to go to, either Fontaine, other areas out of Fontaine. Exploring, you know, just your own world is fine, you know? I'm never going to judge you for wanting to be a home bird. Or even a steam bird. But I also think as well there's like a case of like... Just, no. Here you go, this is what you get. That's the first time I was ever just like, no. He kept moving back, away and back every time I did this. Intentionally so. Hello, Mr. Seeley, how are you?
Sort the items by type.
Mr. Did you see what he did there?
Use.
I'm never gonna be able to stop thinking about beef Paimon beef bacon in return. They knew people loved it for sure. That's so awesome. Okay, we gotta stop. It can't stop us like last time. I mean, it can, but we can't. Where did what? Okay. Interesting. I don't know where we dropped to there. Oh, it is raising the water. There we go. You like Fermine? This is what Fermine's doing when they were in court. And it blocks off the door as well. That's super, super cool. And the music playing in the background too. It's nice. A bunch of more of these enemies.
The wind knows me.
Everybody stand back!
Oh my god, Infirmary did it himself. He beat the enemy himself. Wow. He did it all by himself.
A lot of treasure here.
Another waypoint marker over here as well. Do I take your... I'm guessing I take your power. The Seelie is leading us everywhere, though. Oh my god. Thank you, Seelie.
Don't mention it, honestly.
I do it for me, not for anyone else. Look at this area, and there's a rune guard down here. You're telling me...
If there's any scrap metal or parts you don't want, I'll take them.
I'm sorry, but you are... There's... The description around the theme, so he has some files. I'm sorry, man. But you can't say that they just like didn't get any research from other areas when this is here. You know what I mean? For sure. Like, these people stepped out of their comfort zone. They explored other areas. That's what they did. That's why they became such fantastic researchers.
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
Going in!
And there we go. There's another room guard down there as well. According to my research, this should be the treasure vault of the Ludicrous Forum. The riches we seek should be within. It's beautiful. But this doesn't look like a vault at all. It's like a library? Where's the treasure? Paimon thought the vault would be full of glittering gold more and dazzling as the sun. You should know, my dear friends, that just the truly wealthy don't flaunt in anything as shallow as appearances a real treasure. Oh, Paimon knows what you're about to say. The real treasure was the friends you made along the way. This guy's a walking red flag, Paimon. I was about to say that. The real treasure is not so easily revealed. But you're also exactly right, Paimon. I have to say, I can never come up with something so wise and philosophical. Regardless, the purpose of our expedition is to uncover the treasure the Institute has hidden away for centuries. And I'm convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt that the treasure is hidden in this room. So let's hurry up and get in there and find it. Are you sure? Paimon doesn't see anything in here besides a few broken rune mechanisms. Your words wound me, my friend. We're partners in seeking the Institute's long-lost treasure together. Do you really doubt me? Okay, this is a forum or an institute? About that, let's just say that the different records here refer to it differently. But my dear Wanderer, the name is an important thing. We should keep our eyes on the prize. So the letter we found earlier was showing that it might be just like an institute. What we were talking about isn't really a matter of hundreds of thousands or even millions of more, but a vast secret trove of hundreds of millions of more sleeping within the vault. Hundreds of millions of more? Oh, Paimon's happy. And there's other priceless items in the vault too, like there's an all-powerful Lily Cruce's holy sword. Well, come on. Which can pierce through armor, destroy the soul itself, a magical item powerful beyond compare. Paimon had no idea. And it's all in this vault? Precisely. If you ask me, every moment that we spend bantering here increases the risk of us being beaten to the treasure by all sorts of scrupulous ruffians who will stop and on to steal it. We can't let that happen. It's our treasure. I'll do for Paimon. So you get me? In that case, Wanderer Paimon, please go forth to recover the treasure. I'll make sure to watch the rear. Let's just go what the worst could happen. What are you saying, Wanderer? If we don't beat the bad guys to the treasure, they might try to take it from us, or force us to split this with them. Like, can you imagine bad guys being like, hey, let's split it up? I'm not worried about that. Paimon understands. You're worried about a vault. The vault might be protected by some sort of mechanism, right? There's always the traps at the end. Virgil is what we're worried about. What's wrong, Wanderer? Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't worry, I won't let anyone get through. Oh, please, let me know when you find the treasure. Oh, that's Virgil. We told him to do that. Look at this place. It's glorious. But now you mentioned this Ludicrous Forum really did a lot of research, didn't they? We saw so many cameras along the way. I think it's the institution. They're probably used to record the results of their experiments, right? And they're also a notebook here too. Let's see. Yep. It's hard to make a lot of the words. It says, when something goes out of control, break something else, something, so damage can be controlled. So they were taking apart different items, so I wonder if that's anything to do with that as well. Lots of room guards down here. This machine, why does it look kind of familiar? I don't think we've seen it before. It doesn't ring a bell? Well, since the Order brought all kinds of mechanisms from other nations to this place, this is probably something they hauled over from some distant rune as well. Paimon's just really scary thought. What if the so-called treasure is just their research findings and has nothing to do with piles of more at all? Knowledge has its value too. Yeah, you're right, Wanderer, but Paimon still wants more. If we had hundreds of millions of more, we could build a pretty house or invite all of our friends over, just eating great food and having fun day after day. That would be nice. That would be very, very nice. Yeah, all these different like little room guards here. It's so weird, right? Well, like obviously we found them in very different places, right, all the time. And this thing here is a what would you even call this? Oh, there's an ancient log here. It seems the ordinary dowry machines can no longer satisfy him. As a result, the director uses national resources to obtain something truly horrifying. Rumor has it that someone was nearly killed. I hope this will help them achieve their research objectives. They even got him some rare dowry mechanical parts being studied by Sumeru researchers as part of the package. Things went out of control for the third time. Guillotine may be willing to risk his own life, but that doesn't mean the rest of us feel the same. I came up with an emergency damage control strategy, and I hope we won't need to use it before he finishes his kinetics research. However, given his personality, it seems unlikely that he'll ever truly complete that research. It seems that the experiments into the machines were intended to create a mechanical dog as proof of his accomplishments in kinematics and material science. It's actually a good idea and could be showcased in the city, and the creature is much more personable and likable compared to the automated turret next door, I suppose. At least he lived long enough to be poached by the Marachos hunters. It wasn't easy for us to survive this long, but what will we do? This blasted crazy killing machine can repair itself. Whatever. That's a problem for future generations. Are they talking about this machine down here? As the one that they, like, went overboard with? Paimon sure hopes this rune thing isn't going to suddenly stand up. It's a rune greater. We can handle it. Paimon's not worried about you being strong enough. Paimon's just scared you'll break the treasure in the middle of the fight. We don't know if there's treasure here to break. There has to be. There is, right? I'm thinking there's probably not at this stage, Paimon. So that they did bring, like, Dari, as I said, like, Conrine equipment down here. And they made a deal to get some other equipment from other places, too. That's pretty freaking interesting, man. So, like, they were experimenting on all different types of machines to improve their own machines as well down here also, but it was becoming very, very dangerous the way they were doing it. Right? And they were setting up cameras and everything, too. What is this, like, little force field here? The glass wall, it seems like there's a bunch of water behind it. Looks like there's cracks in the glass. There are. Looks dangerous. The glass suddenly breaks. Who knows we'll get swept off to. Let's find treasure quick and get out of here. Interesting. Okay, so they were taking experiments down here from all different locations or different. Look at that. So pretty. We know from Sumeru and from the Dari as well. From Conrine. What's that sound? What's going on? Wait, what? What? I'm so very sorry, I made a terrible mistake. It was only during our expedition that I realized this wasn't the former grounds of the Little Cruz Forum, but rather the ruins of the Institute of Natural Philosophy. There's no treasure here, with lots of experiments on machinery and energy, and now, my dearest friends, another experiment is about to begin? It would be wrong to say there are any at all here. As for treasures, as seasoned adventurers, I'm sure you've accumulated quite a bit of more on other precious items over the course of your journey. I'll return after the conclusion of the experiment to collect the treasures you were sure to leave behind. And don't worry, my friends, I'll be sure to put them to good use. He literally led us down here to trap us here. Virgil, you lied to us. I figured he was going to do something like this. He was a red flag from the start. So you knew and decided to still step into my trap? You're the kind of person I despise the most. So arrogant and disdainful. You blasted fools all treat me like an idiot. Even a couple of foreign yeah. Whatever, according to the record here, this machine is a special rune grader. No matter how good you are, even you can't handle the rune guards. Even if you can handle the rune guards, you're still only made of flesh and bone. As to what makes it special, I'll leave you to find out in your own good time. Goodbye, my dear partners. So we know that this guy is incredibly discriminatory towards other nations and believes that Fontaine is like the peak. He's taken it all. It's all gone to his head, the idea of technology. Ignoring the fact that, like, they're clearly improving their own technology from technologies all around the world here in Fontaine. Right, in these institutes. They're taking, you know, rune guards, rune graders, the triangular machines from Sumeru. They are legitimately doing the smart thing, which is like accepting technology from all over the world to improve their own technology. That's what you do. And he's calling us hillbillies. Get ready, because he can't handle the fact that of being looked down upon. We had a letter earlier of someone talking about how they felt like they were less than compared to them. I wonder if they were like feeling similarly, but they handled it differently. Let's get this guy. Again, we don't have a full team here. But special rune gear, it's an uncooperative research. They were using this as the crazy research subject. Now, of course, if we could have like switched to Jesus.
One with nature.
We could have switched to having Farazan on the team, but I think we'll be fine.
The birds call.
It's a level 79 rune grader. We should be more than fine. Oh my god, it seems, is it faster or am I just like imagining things because of like the implications of what it is, like, you know? Oh, it's like shooting out homing missiles as well. Now, we usually defeat rune graders pretty quickly, so I wonder if I'm just like imagining things.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Music's fantastic. Oh, no, not to the wall. Not, please. Official help. There's only one thing that can stop this. Huh? Wait, it's healing itself up. It's regenerating. They said in the letter this thing can regenerate every time they try to destroy it. It regenerated. How do we stop it from regenerating? This? Oh no, no, it is a special rune guard. Oh, this isn't good. This is not good. That guy's gone anyway.
Adventure time.
Yeah, this is not a good thing at all.
Royal decree.
Let's light it up.
So it's so crazy. He's like a tourist trapper, right? In like the most sinister way possible. He's like someone who like sees people from outside of these areas. But he knew who we were, right? That's the crazy thing. He was kind of like, man, like you're like, or maybe he just like underestimated us, or maybe he thought we were underestimating him. But he was calling us in.
Time to go.
Whenever I get somewhat close to beating you, you do this thing. No, stop! Where are you? Where are you? There's no way. There is no way. There is no way. There is no way. Bro! Help! Virgil! Virgil, you can have my money! What do you even do in this situation? Can we warp out? Wait, what do I do? Is there an unstuck button? Mail? Thank you. What do I do? Is there an unstuck button? Guys, is there an unstuck button? Answer right now, please. Like, I'd love to get out of here. Like, this is crazy. Ah! Oh, yes. No, let me go. Ha! Fooled you, Virgil. I wasn't gonna give you any money.
Here we go.
You thought you were gonna get money.
Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Yeah, it won't stay down. Haha. We have to break the glass? Is that it? Oh, to get the wall? No way. Wait, how are we gonna do that? This is so cool. Are we gonna drown it? Break the glass. Do we have to use him to break the glass? I'm not quite sure how to... Oh wait, maybe that is it? Okay, get out of the way of this. Ah, no! Ah! I wonder.
Off we go.
Oh, it is just break...
Benny's adventure team. I have failed.
You know why this is a special room grader? Because it can literally do stuff like that. Okay, let's feed him whatever we have. I need to cook more. My promise to you guys is that in between these episodes, I will cook so much. And I don't mean just like as in like, I will say something cool.
Let's light it up.
I mean, I will cook so much. You'll actually be like, oh my god, what a cook. He should be doing damage to it as well. There we go. Oh my god. So sick. That is so sick. And we just get knocked down here as well. Wait, what? There's a freaking mini game where we're getting like flown down here with momentum. This is so sick. This game is so sick. We're gonna go find him and settle the score. This game Fontaine keeps surprising me over and over again. I didn't think there'd be buildings like this underwater. It looks like the rising water levels have caused a lot of damage to Fontaine, yet showing us as well how like the prophecy could be very true. I think that's like one of the basic things that they want to show us here. It's so freaking cool how they just have like this like another type of mini game. I guess not even a mini game, another type of mechanic with the water too that we didn't even know about. But that was such a cool way to beat that boss. So that was like the never-ending creature that they created. Like no matter what, I could like, wait, maybe that's what they meant in the. Remember we were doing they found out the experiment, the idea of a perpetual machine. Maybe that's what they were trying to create. Maybe. Remember we were doing the other thing with we found out what the Dari wanted to create? Was a perpetual machine. This is incredible. This is absolutely stunning. The submarine cannon? So sick. Paimon's pissed. Did she say pissed? Wait, is that it? We're not gonna get... Are we not settling the score with this guy? Maybe not. It might just be we have to find him later maybe as well. That boss battle was incredible. The way they like changed their expectation. Look at where we are now as well. Where are we on the map? Whoa. This is the underwater map, of course. Of course. Now it all makes sense. That was amazing. So what we learned as we went to, if I did miss some notes, please tell me. We can totally go and get them. This is gorgeous. Look at this, all the colors. But what we learned as we went in there was that they were using technology from, and again, maybe I'm getting this wrong, but they were using technology to at least compare it to their own technology and make their own technology better. They got their hands on some rune guards and a rune grater and made it perpetual to the idea that it can regenerate itself endlessly. So it might still be alive around the place if it didn't get destroyed by the water, which is a terrifying prospect to even think of. It's really terrifying to even think about that. It's also clear that there is like a feeling in Fontaine that maybe the idea that technology has taken over in some cases where some people are not, that some people aren't working anymore, possibly. And that could be it. Like, if you ever seen the show or watched or read the manga Pluto, like that concept is so normal. Like, and it makes perfect sense that, you know, technology replacing humans. And in Fontaine, they might see it as like something that is like very dangerous in this sense, that it could like eventually like remove all like humans from the workforce, and I suppose that's something that they would feel in that sense. He was clearly very discriminatory against people that weren't living in, that weren't from Fontaine, which I think is, you know, always like a very dangerous attitude to have with stuff like that. Let's go the other way actually, so we can go this place. To me, it's a very dangerous attitude to have in any sense when it comes to a world like this. Because the reason why I found our travels to Devat so amazing is because we've taken stuff from every region. We had a whole conversation, you know, a whole mission when it came to the Raiden Shogun, how like being insular and only being like within one nation, fantastic music, can be so bad for your nation and can cause a lot of disdain. And Fontaine clearly like is a like 100% a mecca of like amazing mechs. You know what I mean? It is. But I feel like it's very clear that it you know, taking from other people's technology and like expanding with stuff like that. Maybe not with all the stuff, because I think at Fontaine their stuff is definitely different. It works on the idea of the clockwork thing. I think it's what they called it. Because I think it's like, you know, Fontaine is the place where all these amazing researchers are. Underwater survey mech? Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, poor, he's gonna get destroyed with this thing. But yeah, there is like, oh my god, it's like, it goes even deeper as well. But yeah, it seems that, and I could be like misinterpreting a lot of the stuff, but I do feel like at least with that institute of philosophy, they looked at other areas of things, and maybe they were creating something that was a bit unsavory, because the experiments they seemed to be doing didn't seem to be like liked by all. You know, they didn't seem to be something that people like appreciated that much. So it's not all of Fontaine, by the way, that I don't think was doing this, because again, I can't say that for sure because that's not my place to say for sure. Look where we are. But it seems anyway that they created a rune grader that could go on endlessly and regenerate itself, which is scary. It is scary. And we had to do that amazing sequence in the end to destroy that. That guy was a walking red flag. He was already insulting us from the moment he saw us. Okay, to put everything in a line, at least at the Institute of Philosophy, they were looking at stuff like rune graders and rune guardians, and looking at stuff like the triangular machines from Sumeru, and taking stuff from other nations and comparing them to... Now, I don't know what the difference is. Did they feel like the stuff over in Sumeru was more expansive, or did they feel like their stuff was more expansive? I'm sure you guys will be able to explain that too. But I find it really, really interesting, all the stuff we saw in there as well. I probably did miss a note or two for sure, because I still don't know how to decipher that note we saw there as well, but at least we got to see some really cool stuff. Like, that boss battle was sick. They turned a rune grader boss battle into something absolutely incredible that like changed the rune graders that we already fought. So, because we fought so many of those guys, and that was just the first time in a while we've had like a very different experience with them. Yeah. So I guess like we talk about what we learned at the end of every single episode. We learned about Fontaine's feelings about like maybe there is like a mix between, or blurring the lines between fiction and reality. We learned that there is like a lot of like other technology hidden away here as well. That the prophecy as well about the water submerging everything is very true, because these were places that were like seen as like the height of like a lot of like experiments or technology at the very least, and it seems that they were like very much still not immune to this type of stuff. And it seems if you look down below like all those different runes, it looks like what the Linny and Lynette are fighting against is it could be very, very true. It's what they're trying to fight, what the Knave is trying to fight for as well, it seems also. We saw a lot of beautiful locations. The water exploration in this game is absolutely fantastic. I'm in love with it. I could have been misinterpreting some stuff. In fact, I'm probably going to talk with some people about it, and if I come back later with a better understanding, I might actually talk to you guys about it. But I think it's always good to have your first understanding too of what you saw in there too. Really interesting world quest. I enjoyed myself quite a lot. So I went back here and I found another log. Just because I wanted to see if there was because I know there was a circle, so maybe I must have thought that it was already a log we read. But I say the signed assistant doesn't seem very reliable. So this is maybe from the other side, from Elaine's perspective. At the moment, it doesn't look like those power sources of those war machines can be used. Their cores are far too dangerous. I'll get them to seek out other such mysterious machines. So they worked on the actual... on using the rune guards, but they felt like the cores were too dangerous, so they wanted to seek out other machines. No progress worth reporting today. Went out with Anne under the watchful eye of my adoptive father to look for inspiration at the sites where battles took place. Ran into Renee and Jacob. The assistant doesn't seem reliable, caused some accident, just another obstacle to overcome. The kind of machine with the seemingly arbitrary external form, quite interesting. Research will focus on their power source. So it's again focusing on the because we had it with the I forget how to pronounce the name, but it's the what do you call the thing that powers the... I always blank on this. But the we just literally had it like last week. There's so many different phrases that I'm sorry it gets mixed up with the little orange thing that like always powers up the rune guards. There's always something that I'm gonna like if I have it I'll put it on the screen here, because again there's so many things that would just slip my mind, especially like later in the day. Prime Energy's machines assistant took the day off, so this is when they were taking the day off all the time. I asked Anne for help. Celeste joined the institute, but she wasn't interested. Research primary machines. My assistant still in his back. I'll go pay a visit. Found Renee and Jacob's adoptive father with my own adoptive father's help. The supplementary prime energy machines have arrived. Should be able to make progress now. Assistant seems in good spirits. Probably just a minor illness. Research prime energy machines. Renee and Jacob joins the institute. They've been assigned to my project. Field research today. Interesting machine statue. Research prime energy machines. Research prime energy machines. My adoptive father visited, but I was too busy to host him and scolded me. I'll remember to apologize next time I see him. So working too much. This is what the assistant was saying, that they were working too much. Assistant took the day off again. On the threshold of a major breakthrough, the assistant took the day off. I was too busy to visit and scolded me. I'll go tomorrow. On the threshold of a major breakthrough, forgot about the visit. I'm sorry, we'll invite everyone to go with me. Took the day off, assistant took the day off, went to visit. An idea, a virtual neural network based on a vast quantity of thinking units instead of logic trees. A camera? Research prime machines, assistant took the day off. Assistants took the day off. Renee and Jacka went to begin conducting their own research today. Assistant took the day off. Patent application process too annoying. Forget it. Assistant's condition seems okay. Still a little worried. Consider the gap in medical technology. Advise assistant to go to Sumeru. So are they saying Sumeru had better medical technology maybe at the time? Because this is ancient, by the way. Took the day off. Researching machine kinematics. Next. Must make materials list. Visit. They said a bigger lab would prepare for kinematics experiments, but I've been decided not to move for now. I've been urged to move the lab several times, but my lab, if the lab is moved, my system might not be able to find it. A pain. Visit, move my lab. So maybe the assistant died? Now, the first thing I thought of there, I was like, was it Elazar? Is it Elazar that affected the assistant? But that, because I was thinking sickness, right? But then like I'm thinking maybe it didn't stretch that far. I also like think one thing that I got very wrong was like, and I was just something I should have like realized, is that when they said like ancient log, they mean ancient. They mean from a very, very long time ago. They don't mean recent log. When they write ancient log, they want you to know this is ancient. So in this sense, I think that the reason that they're telling us that, from my perspective, is that maybe at one point Fontaine had technologies that weren't as strong as Sumeru's and other places, and maybe the technology in, like, say, that Farazan was looking at as well. Maybe that technology, you know, they wanted a hold of too, right? Because it is like pretty crazy technology. We can all admit that there, no problem. It is like fantastic technology. I wonder. That's my estimation of what was, I guess, what they're saying there. And then at some point, and this, by the way, like I said, this isn't all of Fontaine, because again, we don't know if like all of Fontaine was like that, or if all of Fontaine was using that technology to kind of like explore that idea. It could have been, it could not have been. They could have like used that to expand on the clockwork, because it sounds like clockwork is already a thing by the time they did this. There's also this door over here that I remember too, but I don't think we have a key for it. Is it here? Last time we got a key this way. Maybe we'll get a key if we go back down there. I want to see the aftermath of this place too. But it seems to me that's what this place is. They were trying to maybe expand on the clockwork technology. And again, if I'm wrong, don't feel bad about telling me. In fact, it helps me out quite a bit when you do tell me that stuff. I literally came back because I was like, man, I must have missed something about that. Oh, this is blocked off. Oh no, it's not. What? That's so cool. Holy hell, that's so cool. I didn't know it could do that. We love Fremine a lot. Yeah, I wonder if that's the case. And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Like, I think it like makes Fontaine smarter, right? Like, if you're a civilization, or anyone in Fontaine, it makes you smarter. If you're a civilization that, like, you know, now there's a difference in like stealing technology and things like that, but like if you're like expanding on your own technology by looking at, oh, here we are. There's suspicions of some sort of association of group activity among the leaders with so-called master involved. While they're very vigilant towards the external investigation, there currently no evidence of aggression or any invasive nature, so the case is not being pursued through the official channels. Objective remains unclear, and the further investigation is required. There's reason to suspect that the Institute may be the hub of these activities. Okay. So there was some sort of like thing going on of an invasive nature, maybe in here. Maybe they were trying to like take some of the technology. I don't know. Investigate. That's usually just an item. Investigate. So this is where the water was. And the rune guard's gone. The rune guard's been destroyed. Wait, is this how we got out last time? It is so sick. So sick. I think that's what where we got flushed down to. But now we can go back up and get this. And Read. What? What? Huh? What is this? Huh? Precious check. What? The key! But what is it? What? Oh my god, a notepad took us? What the hell happened? A notepad took us there? Is this Alice in Wonderland style? Sit, look at this place. What is this? Is this like a preserved place in the Institute of Philosophy? Is this one of the preserved areas that lasted the test of time? What the hell is this place? Holy hell, what do we find? Incredible. I mean, look at this place. What, like, we just... chances are, like, a lot of people, including myself, I was like, if I didn't have that nagging feeling, I don't know if I would have come back down here. But it seems that reading a book sent us, like, there, that's, like, very, like, that's not very, like, technological in a lot of ways. But now we can open up the door that was over here. Wait. And there's this over here as well. Maybe this is the door that it opens? No, this is just another thing. Huh? Oh, Rift Towns! Rift Towns! What are you guys doing here? We're like so far underwater.
One with nature.
No! You're not allowed to be here.
Clouds high. The birds caught.
Ancient notes. Though it's a shame we'll have to miss it. I was looking forward to Copley's new work, naming one of the bosses, right? Ever since he was a child, he was always been incredibly talented. Out of consideration for everyone's safety, it has been decided that the institute shall close. Driven by the energy and the vigor of youth, the young ones are clamoring to go out and do battle. I hope someday we'll understand the importance of prioritizing post-disaster reconstruction over marching off to die. So maybe they were deciding, no, I want to be a warrior. So maybe there is like some people in Fontaine that like, at the time were like, I'd rather be a warrior, but feels like things have shifted. I fear that it shan't be long before we must depart. We've chosen a good piece of land near the Fountain of Lucines as a post-relocation site. They even say that they want to use the land to build an opera house. They'd sooner set faces of flame than shame and laughter. To think that anyone could be so comical. So the idea, so close by, that's when they built the opera house? We're going to pay respect to Basil's grave. I hope it'll turn out like Emmanuel said. However, it's the Institute's responsibility to support gifted, talented youths. So that was their objective, to support talented people. Met the newly appointed Eudex. He was peculiar temper and he seems more reliable than Leon and those other clowns. If all goes well, has the potential to completely revolutionize our understanding of clockwork mecha. The proposed methodology of the plans are reliable, worth paying more attention. The results of early phases have been satisfactory. We'll increase our investment. Carterly's requests have been increasing in frequency. Better have someone keep an eye on him. He may have been having financial difficulties. Not like it's possible for it to be a family matter. After some consideration, I've decided to enroll them and temporarily assign them to the same lab. However, I'm concerned the impact of their joining after a lane on the mental state of others must keep... Wait, what? Carter's leave requests have been increasing in frequency. That's Carter with the one with the note. Spare someone keep an eye on him. He may be having financial difficulties. After some consideration, I've decided to enroll them and temporarily assign them to the same lab, so they were assigned together. That's Elaine and Carter. However, I'm concerned at the impact after they're joining after Elaine on the mental state of others. Must keep careful watch. Still unconscious during the visit, so couldn't speak, decided to take a blood sample and see if there's a cure or a way to mitigate it. Although the proposed research plan is expected to face challenges of obtaining recognition, I believe that it holds significant practical value, so it justifies approval. Toxins remain in the soil and water and have not yet been fully neutralized. The water is produced in deformed oceanids. In a way, this could be a reflection of the previous events. I only just learned that these are Carl's adopted children. It's a shame that Nazareth excuse me, Institute no longer exists. This could be the biggest breakthrough of the century, will change the society. The reports mentioned abnormal movements, so I'll have to find a chance to talk to Emmanuel about it. Toxins remain in the soil and water, not have been yet fully neutralized. Could he have been exposed to this water, Carter? How, were they doing experiments with the, like I know we have the idea of like the primordial water, but saying it's producing deformed oceanids. Could it be a possibility that Carter was like exposed to this? And they're working on experiments that had a chance to revolutionize stuff. And again, that we know that from like looking at all the other machines. Man, what the hell have we found? Sorry, I'm trying to get this stuff here. I'm so sorry. Like, what in the world have we found with this place? This is very different from what I thought it would be. It seems that we have like found, like, obviously this location, like from what we got from that letter, people were leaving this institute because they were like, okay, we don't want to like we feel like we're wasting our time here. We want to become warriors and fight. There was rift towns found in the area, so they're clearly trying to tell us about this place. They feel it is like more like it was you know, Conrian technology, and like then you have the rift towns. This ancient place is obviously a lot more important than I'm giving it even credit for now. But it's hard to piece everything together in my mind, guys. It really is. I know there's another part to this quest, by the way, but we will be doing that. But it seems like that's like what it is. Like they said the water had like defects and was making deformed oceanids. So I wonder if like... maybe not. Maybe maybe the sickness was just like it could have been exposed to experiments. It could have been. It could have been. I was thinking Elazar first, but that's just like, you know, in my mind I always have that the idea of a sickness on my mind. But they were put together, Elaine and Carter, and I feel like they both had different perspectives. Carter had a very like, oh, like this is kind of cool. Like I hope I'm not doing anything wrong. But they were getting very sick as time went on too. What's in here? Yo! This place is ginormous! There's another door? A study in Oh my... What is this? Satan, what is this? Is this the deformity that they were talking about? Is this it? What is this? It's like a camera setup. It was an experiment. Purple filth? Is this filth? What are they doing? What are you doing down here? Ancient log. Anyway, when it comes down to our research directions are different, so I applied for a new research lab with the director, but there's nothing for it anyway. Elaine is incredibly intelligent, but he only trusts himself, and he doesn't trust her observations or accomplishments, unless he reaches out to the same conclusions through his own calculations. Well, it's okay since Elaine is making the world a better place in his own way. I trust him. Because this world that Anne lives in, even though the Institute is full of people, I don't have many friends besides Carter. It feels like everyone kind of dislikes us. Renee managed to acquire something powerful to research. Apparently these appeared right after the disaster and are very dangerous to most people, but I feel maybe my constitution really has gotten a lot better. So they're talking about the rift, maybe either the rift towns or, but it says, is that the rift towns? Did they acquire rift towns to research? Or was it the machines? I helped Renee. When I visited, I found out that they're also attended Nazareth Institute. We didn't tell him about the vice rector abandoning us, or it would have made him sad. If only we could help him just like I was helped. After discussing with Renee, we finally agreed to give it a try. He said since it's dangerous, everything needs to be made clear to Carter, and he must make a judgment himself, and it concerns his own life. But it's successful, then he'll survive just like I did. So Carter was, right? Wait, is this what they were... Wait, is this the powerful thing they were researching? Is this like a piece of like, the, what you call it, that remember we were doing, what was it called? Like, they called it filth, right? The idea of the filth, like, expanding out and spreading across the world. Is this from, like, the disaster, the cat? No, maybe I'm thinking too much into it. And then they exposed people to this, possibly? Did they expose it? Maybe, I feel like I'm going, like, insane. I feel like I'm going insane. And we're back here? No, you don't have the right to bring me back here. Tell me exactly what's happening. Tell me now. What is happening? Who are you? What are this? And this is like the dragon spine stuff? I'm so confused. Did they obtain this from the disaster, or did it appear right after? Is this what they said? Because they didn't say machine. Is this what appeared right after the disaster? Because we know, like, after the cataclysm, this stuff, like, the filth did spread, right? I just need people to stop. I need all these guys to stop doing experiments. Stop taking things from Conria. Go home. Buy a Nintendo Switch or something. Do something. Do something with your life that is dumb. Stop doing this crazy stuff. Jesus Christ, guys. Have a conversation with me with it down in the comment section below, because I am confused and also terrified. Very, very terrified. See you guys Thursday for the next episode where we explore more of the water and, you know, move on with the story as well. I'm having a great time. Thank you so much to Never Can Repay the Baby Gangsters here on Patreon. Thank you to Tyfire2, Jamie Bull, Janet the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Ewald, Radish, Anusa, Shabotterbed, Malcolm Day, Death Trap, Link Sparky, and... Yes, Assassin! And I'll see you all so soon. Bye-bye.